Last week, the party went to Disneyland.
You know what? So far, out of this campaign, this place has pretty much been Disneyland for you guys. As far as, not having to really worry about too much death and despair right away. But last session, after you guys had relinquished the contract that you had for the undead, and that contract getting upgraded, you guys were offered any of the other contracts that you had passed on beforehand and ended up picking up the Banderhobs out of Hureft. You guys then plotted your route down to Hureft to take care of said contract. I believe it was about 12 days of travel.
It was a lot.
It was, I think it was 7.
Okay.
Like 7 or 8.
Because we had,
Eight,
we
I
had
think,
3.
because we had to make 2 rolls.
Oh, yeah, 2 rolls. Okay, so yeah, it was 8 days. So after 8 days of travel, you guys finally got down to Ural, out of Hureft, where the contract was. This town not having an actual Ironhearth outpost in it. But nevertheless, as you guys got here, realizing pretty early on that some of those in the party are going to be the tallest people around, and there's the stigma to that as far as getting information goes. So the smaller of the party and the largers of the party decided to split off and conquer 2 fronts as much as they can. During this time, mainly Fez, who speaks the native language, was able to garner a good bit of information with Tamberlay in tow. And then the large people in the group got some information, but the majority of their information came from actually reading the contract. Who would have thought? By the time the 2 edges of the group met back together and all information was passed between everyone, a small plan was formed. As information gathered led to that the Banderhobs come out at night, and not to fight them at night. And they seem to like to eat larger things. And they seem to be focusing on a certain individual. So, after buying a few things in town, you guys went to your camp that's set up just outside, since the one inn of this town only has 2 rooms for large individuals, and they're currently taken. With the meat that was purchased, you guys cooked, had dinner by the fire, and went to sleep, waking up after a long rest, so everyone can go ahead and click it if need be, but I don't think any spells or anything were used, so I think you're good. But that's where we return. In the morning, after a decently calm night, the morning is yours.
Right, so plan is, well, what's the plan? But you're going to be a donkey, right? And he sort of like turns and points towards Fez. Yes.
Player above
No.
table. Almost.
So Fez is gonna make an ass of himself.
Looking around, see who this Fez is.
Was Fez not here?
Is there some of the Fez that I don't know about?
Right,
it
you're
was supposed to
right.
be a pony,
You're
not
being
a donkey.
scared. All right, so right. What was the substitute for that plan then? I forgot.
Me using a spell to summon multiple donkeys?
I mean,
Yeah.
that's always an option, I guess.
Not as fun, but
Hmm.
it works.
But can you make sure the donkeys stand still?
Yes.
All right, then I guess we'll go with that.
where
Although,
are we
now that I'm
supposed to-
thinking about it, where are we going to put the donkeys?
Yeah, where are we
Hmm.
supposed to meet these things, or at least like entice them?
Were we going back to that workplace and summon them there? Thought that was under the assumption we'd be doing it there anyways.
Did we ever
Um,
get the areas that the Vanderhobbs like attacked? Or was it literally just like traders along this road?
I don't know. We weren't with you guys when that happened.
I'm
The
here.
silent
I'm just
concern.
I'm just waiting for someone else to answer you.
The silence concerns me.
No, the player is trying to organize things because like some things got swapped around.
Yeah, because there's stuff that there's stuff that I know, obviously, but there's stuff that you guys know, some stuff that you guys have deduced, and then some stuff that you guys are still unsure about. So
Okay.
that's why I can't answer that question for you guys.
Well, we know that they're feeding on the donkeys on that one dude's property.
Right.
So,
Hence why I thought I'd summon more there.
so good
Uh,
choice. Good choice would be exactly that. Going to a spot where they know they have a food source.
The fact that you guys were so hesitant about it, it's making me a bit worried now.
We just don't want to, tangle with them too much when it's dark, for a couple of reasons. One, because they told us not to, and two, because, well, some of us aren't really well versed in the ways of darkness.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I know when it's dark, but seeing in the dark is another story.
Thank you. Myself included. So that kind of means we're handicapping, I don't know, 2 out of the 5 members of our party?
Right. Should we set up torches beforehand or something?
During the day?
Would they come out during the day?
That's the thing. If they only come out at night, like the animals were taken during the night. That means the animals were there during the day, but they were left alone. Yes.
Okay, so we lure them out. They eat the donkeys or the ponies or whatever, and then we follow them back to where they're sleeping or where they stay.
Does anybody know, could anybody have a tracking spell?
Hmm.
Maybe a way that, hunters mark their prey?
Nope, sorry, I have nothing like that.
Oh,
If only we had an orc named
Oh,
Earthmarsh here.
oh,
I know.
hello,
Hmm?
Mark. Uh, I'm able to mark a creature. However, I would need to meet them first, and I feel as though if
How
they knew we were
close?
present,
90 feet.
Could you hide near where those creatures might be and put it on them as in a sneaky kind of way? Because it's not like you have to walk up and smack them on the ass and say, good game. Like, if
then
we
would we
had
be
a.
following them during the day or night?
Well, we could keep our distance and follow them at night.
Only lasts for an hour.
See, this is why I never used Hunter's Mark, because I'm stupid and I never remember that stuff.
Theoretically, I could follow them for 6 hours.
Huh.
theoretically.
Yeah.
So if they attacked us right at sundown, we are boned, is what you're saying.
Well, I mean,
Well,
are
why do
they?
we have to follow these creatures back to where they're nesting if they nest?
So that we're not fighting them at night. Like all of the experts have told us. And the last time that experts told us not to do something, we did it, and we got our asses handed to us. I don't know if you... Well, you don't remember, just like I don't, because we spent a lot of that time doing our little bit of combat napping.
And the contract also says not to fight him at night.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I'm going to take the advice of the people who, wrote that probably so that they won't get killed. And if they might get killed by this, I will get killed by this.
So basically, we're waiting all day then.
Mm-hmm.
And Fizz, how long does this summoning thing last?
1 hour, and I can
Ah,
conjure
shit.
up to 4 to. Donkeys are half rating, right? Or are they quarter rating? Either way, 4 or 8, one of the two.
They are 8th.
They like large things, right?
There are I can summon 8 of them.
What would be a really big, tantalizing treat for these things, do we think? Outside of...
What is this thing?
Or do we just want to play it safe with donkeys?
I can summon horses.
Would we know if a Banderhub would like horses?
Or a
I don't
cow?
know.
Well, hold on. Okay, so this is one of the conflicting details as we were gathering information last session. So the caravans were being led by horses, correct? Or at least that's what they said. Like while the caravans were camping, like the horses, air quote, were eaten in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
All right.
That was the
And
Hydra.
we also learned last
Yeah.
session that the Vanderhobbs were not eating the horses because the horses are too big,
Okay.
Mhm.
meaning that more than likely a Hydra would have been more responsible for eating any horses, because at least that thing was big enough.
And multiple heads to take out multiple horses at once.
I can do 4 donkeys and 4 horses.
Let's just do donkeys, because,
Just do donkeys.
horses might draw in, I don't know, maybe a Hydra? And I'm not really feeling that, because, what they say, 2 heads is better than 1, and they've got a lot.
Do we want to go even smaller and get ponies instead of donkeys?
I'd say let's keep it safe with the donkeys. We know they eat those, and I'm not sure they're exactly picky.
Pony, donkey, mule, they're all the same size as far as
Okay.
D&D rating goes.
We could just give them a mixed bag of hoofed creatures that are all about the
Right.
same size. Do a couple donkeys, a mule, and a pony.
Throw in a pig.
Do you guys remember what time these creatures attacked?
Uh,
Night.
Night, yeah, dark.
That doesn't help much, but yes.
Could we go? We
Between,
could
like,
go ask that dude.
12-hour period.
We could go
I
back
don't
to.
think he was.
I think night in general is just a safe bet. I mean, it's
Yeah,
not
Well,
like
he
we
didn't
could-
know either. He would wait. Like you said, he woke up and
Yeah.
found him missing.
Yeah.
I don't
So,
think he would sit there and wait for it to happen.
what kind of a crazy person would sit on their porch waiting for a critter?
Everyone in the south.
Underground state.
What kind of farmer would sit outside and watch to make sure their animals are not killed, or find out what's killing them?
Well, by that
No.
time, he had moved all of his animals inside.
Yeah. So he thought they were safe.
Then
Here's just a crazy thought, guys. Just
And to be fair, you
Throwing
guys
it out
never
there.
asked how many got eaten.
true. Crazy thought, throwing it out there for everybody. We know that there's possibly a Hydra, and then there's
Plural.
There's
Mhm.
Banderhobbs, plural, which means more than one. Right?
Not confirmed.
At least two.
allegedly. Everybody keeps saying Banderhabs, plural.
Hmm.
Um, what do we know about Banderhabs other than the fact that we shouldn't fight them at night?
They look like big frogs.
They can eat a pony or a donkey in one go.
Do
And
we
just
know? Do we know if them and Hydras might, like, I don't know, be in cahoots? 'Cause that could be make for a real ugly day for us, or night, or life, end of life.
You know, I mean, wasn't that the reason we were going to hide and like follow it back to its lair, just in
Mhm.
case that happened?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I
I
mean,
mean, it doesn't sound likely that they're together because you're talking like a hydra is like a wild animal, and as our expert said, these things are constructs, so somebody made them, so something's controlling them, or at
that's
least,
right.
yeah,
Mhm.
giving them thoughts. And sadly, the people who made them are hags, which are not good on the best of days.
Had a little too much to drink. Forgot some of the details.
It's all right. That's why I wrote it down.
Obviously, not enough to drink because you remembered some details.
Forgot the important ones. Knock it off, subconscious.
But also keep in mind that, at least uh, based on what Snagalok said and the condition of his farm, it seemed more that the Hydra was dragging their prey toward the lake.
Yeah, I kind of want to like let Cleophia know that there is a Hydra floating around because she keeps losing boats, and I just feel bad for her. I mean, we can do that another time if you want to, but
Well, I
you
mean,
know, just so they know what they're up against.
we don't have a ton going on today, other than preparing for Banderhobs. Maybe somebody in town has like a magic tracking thing that we can use. I mean, not that I don't trust your skills, Nix.
I think we
Just,
should give a general warning to the town that there
just
may be a Hydra about, just as you know, so they don't, you know, die or do something stupid.
PM, do we know? Is it common knowledge that there's like a protective something or other in that lake that protects the goblins and shit, and that's why they live around the lake?
Yes.
Because I remember. Okay, so I was wondering. So this protector that's supposed to be living in this lake, what's he doing, letting the Hydra just float around all the time, like everywhere? That doesn't make any sense.
Maybe he's on vacation.
maybe he's got
Make
bigger fish to fry.
well, I mean, Hydra's a pretty big fucking fish. It's not even a fish, but just putting it out there. I'm just wondering.
Probably for the same reason why a forest guardian was thought to have been taken out by that giant not
What do
that
we?
long. Not excuse me, not giant, troll not
Oh,
that long ago.
I don't know what you're
Really, I
talking
think their
about.
protector's like pissed at them, and that's what's been happening.
I don't remember any Forest Guardian. I
well,
think
there's
I was
one
asleep for
now.
that one.
I think you were for half of it at least.
Hmm?
Um. All right, so into town. Look for tracking something or other. Maybe head out and talk to Glafia. Gliafia. Hard name to say. Um.
Her.
Talk. Hmm?
Talk to her.
Yeah. Uh. Talk to the farmer again. Apparently, and set up a trap. Is that our plans today?
Yep, sounds good.
All right. Well, let's get to it.
Mhm.
And we head into town.
All right. Where to first?
Hmm.
Hmm. I want to give the warning first, just like, hey, Hydra might be there.
I imagine Halvard doing that by literally walking down the street and just saying loudly, "There might be a Hydra nearby." I don't know why. That's just how my brain. Sorry.
I mean,
Yeah,
there's no
just
like.
walking to the center of town. Attention all individuals that
not
may be
panic.
living in this area or staying nearby. There
Doing that?
might be a Hydra in the lake. Lake. Whether you believe me or not, that's up to you. We won't, this is the only, well, not the only.
There's a
We
16
may
hit.
work. Yep. Yeah, it hits.
It's a public service
The moment
announcement.
he starts talking, I leave.
You get
Yeah.
a head of cabbage thrown at the back of your head.
Ah, shit. Ah, who threw that?
Free cabbage.
There's like
Hey.
30 goblins.
Halvard, I think it was the goblin.
Hmm. Which one?
Oh, I think you should just go for them all. You got this. You're bigger than them, right?
I don't know. I might get in
Both
trouble.
are bigger than them.
Don't listen to me, Halvard.
Hmm. Alright, I'll let it slide for now. But hey, if anything happens, it's on you.
A few of
It's
them
like,
talking to each other as you guys start to walk away.
Mhm.
Mithranix makes a mental note to not sleep anywhere near Halvard's cot that later that night.
Okay, objective number 1 completed. And where to next?
Man,
Shouldn't be talking about this.
is there like a outside of the Iron Hearth, like professional hunter in town? Like I don't know.
Not
I will
like.
say a huntsman because I have no better term.
You mean a trapper?
Yeah, thank you. That's the word.
I believe you guys have talked to the one that was tanning hides.
What, the half orc? Snagalak?
No.
I like how you said that a little sing-songy.
Did I?
It sounded like it to me. I don't know. Don't listen to me.
Oh no, that was the last place, the last town you guys were at when you were getting your. When you guys decided to ask questions after going after the bounty,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, as you do.
as you do.
We didn't get the name Bad Decisions by making good decisions.
I mean,
Fair.
Or reading the
we live
contract.
up to our namesake.
I would also just throw out there that that particular information would not have prepared us for when we actually went there.
He's got a point.
True.
Regardless of like the order of operations, it would not have helped that situation much. Anyway, but no, the overall question here is like, no, a trapper has not been consulted, nor a tanner in this particular town.
Yeah. So as far as the main trapper of this town, Tamberlane Fez, you guys would have crossed its path while heading to the stockade, so you know roughly where it's at. Is a goblin girl by the name of Chelsea.
Yes. Hey, she lost 3 kids this year.
Jesus.
Poor thing.
Stop having kids.
Shut up. We're taking from her house.
Well, shit, if you lost 3, like, maybe you just weren't meant to.
Wait, so Chelsea's the trapper who lost 3 children in her own house.
We're
Yeah.
really good at hide and seek, all right? Settle down.
I mean,
As far as the information that you guys asked and received, that is what you know.
Hey, let's go ask her. Maybe she's been working out a secret way to track these beasties.
Um,
I mean, it wouldn't hurt.
I guess.
I mean, sometimes the crazy people are crazy, but they're
Wait,
also not so crazy when you're dealing with crazy shit.
wait. They said she lost 3 kids, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Isn't kid a term for baby goat?
it is, and you know what, you might be right, but you know what I would recommend, Halvard?
What?
Put a pin in that thought and don't bring up the lost kid thing.
Right.
It just might be a little bit like a little bit of a
Insensitive.
touchy subject. Like
I would
Mhm.
also like to point out
if
this
she
minor detail that if she lost her kids and she tried to get them back through tracking and failed, I don't think they can track them anymore.
But we're not talking to her about her children and tracking them. We're talking her tracking the Vanderhops for us or with us.
But so what took the children? Was it Vanderhops or the Hags?
we don't know.
We don't know.
That sounds like a question you would actually go and ask her.
Yeah,
Alright.
I've got an idea. Let's go.
Sure, yeah, let's go.
Hey, you know who might be really good at doing this talking stuff? Tamberlay, because she's not an asshole.
Right. The only problem with that is that I do not speak Goblin, and Fez does. And just putting it out there, Fez isn't an asshole either.
I always forget about Fez. I'm sorry, Fez.
I sit there and blink as I'm called not an asshole.
You take in that little bit of information, and you go, "Fuck, what have I been doing with my life then?"
What the hell?
Aspirations crushed.
I thought I
Oh.
thought I was securely in the asshole category. Damn it!
Just gonna lean over to Fez and be like, I still think you're an asshole.
You are what you eat.
Look at
We'd
him.
be more convinced you were an asshole if you were, turned into an ass.
Well,
Just
when
saying.
I morph, I'll turn you into one, and then we can just use you to be bait.
That would be
I said before, I've seen you guys fight. I'm not impressed.
Well, I've seen
Neither
you
are
fight,
we.
and I'm not impressed either.
So as you guys have been moving forward, you're now standing in front of Chelsea.
Wait, at her house or in front of her?
In front of her, because she tans outside of her house.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of chemicals that smells real bad. You wouldn't want to do it inside.
No shit.
Just above game. I'm trying to imagine why Fez would think that a 40 to 50 damage smite attack is not impressive. That's just objectively false.
Well,
Anyway, moving on.
It is not impressive when you are laying on the ground and your eyes are
He-
closed.
I have to bring you guys back up repeatedly in one fight.
I believe
Yeah.
Fez got shunted out of the fight during that time.
Oh, that's
I
right.
got yoinked out of that fight against my will.
Yeah, he saw
and
all
it
the
hurt.
other critical divine smite. Like he was
Anyway,
definitely there for that. Anyway.
Either way,
Goblin Chelsea girl kind of hearing you guys bicker as you approach is like finishing stretching a portion of what looks to be some sort of like light brown, almost beige skin hide, pulling the last little hook through it and stretching it out. In common, can I help you?
um, yeah. We're looking for Chelsea.
She looks over her shoulder, back at the house, looks under her feet, looks behind the hide she just stretched, looks down at her hands and goes, "Oh, that's me."
Okay, I didn't. I'm sorry. I didn't know if you were working alone or there was somebody else here.
It's
We-
just me. She
Okay.
gets a sad
Well-
face.
Yeah. So we heard that you're a tracker or a trapper.
Yeah.
I mean, hence the hides and stuff. I understand now, but we
Need
are
advice.
yeah, we need advice, but we also are looking maybe for some help. We're tracking these Vanderhob things and hopefully getting rid of them, out of your hair and stuff like that. And we had a plan. We have a plan to lure them out at night and stuff, but we know we're not supposed to find them at night. So we were wondering if like you could help us out or give us some advice on tracking them, so that obviously we don't have to fight them at night, but we can find out where they are.
She kind of just, as you're talking, is scanning the faces of everybody else and then coming back to you. I mean, I track by using their tracks.
Right.
You don't
Well,
have
the
any
funny part
special
about that is that
tricks?
none of us are very good at that.
Well, she kind of answering both of you guys at the same time. Well, turning to you, Malcolm, it kind of sounds like a good trick if none of you guys can do it.
Touche. That's fair. But I like this one.
No, not magically, if that's what you're asking. Don't need magic if I can do it on my own without it. But I don't hunt banderhobs.
Right. Well, see, because we're trying to get rid of these things, and we
You
are
said that
having.
already.
Oh, I know, and I'm reiterating it too, mostly to myself. But the problem is we're having a hard time finding them, and we were wondering if you could help out.
Stupid question. You wouldn't happen to know where they are?
No, I've got no need to know where they are.
Like I said, stupid question.
It's alright as long as you're able to moniker it as a stupid question before you asked it. Honestly, the band of hobs are a nuisance, but not really a problem around here.
Yeah, I hear there's a Hydra, um, but
It's still not really a problem.
really,
Because of the lake beastie?
I haven't had a problem with them.
Oh, fair enough.
Banderhobs, I hunt during the day, so I don't have any problems with banderhobs either. It's only the stupid
yeah.
people that try to push their caravans throughout the night that end up having to deal with them.
And do you know about where? Like, have you heard like where they lose these said caravans? Like,
No,
is there a
all up and down. At least
okay?
for a few miles worth of stretch. Banderhob's pretty fast, so
Hmm.
if they get a whiff of something that they want to eat, good luck trying to outrun them.
Hmm. Well, that is also very interesting. I don't know.
So, live prey? Wounded?
Like I
Health?
said, I don't hunt banderhobs, so I haven't taught myself what the best way to deal
I
with them
wasn't
is.
I wasn't sure if you had heard from some other moron who had tried things and had success or unwilling success.
So things like that out here in the real world, not sure where you're from, but if you're a moron and you try hunting something that's easily able to kill you, you usually don't come back.
Yeah, well, no, that's how it works in the fantasy land that I'm from as well.
Okay, just making sure, because you prefaced it with moron, so that usually means they're not going to be talking a whole hell of a lot in the stomach of some banderhob.
But, you've heard of dumb luck, though. I wasn't sure if that happened for somebody, because it never happens for me.
No.
Yeah, don't go believing in something that doesn't happen to you.
I've seen it happen to others.
That just might be dumb and luck. Maybe not the same together.
Hmm.
But sorry, I don't have any dealings with or need to worry about the Bandahobs. So, besides telling you that the best way to track them is probably through their tracks after one of their feeding sites, then I really ain't got nothing for you.
Well, that is actually quite helpful because we haven't tried that yet.
You need to do it pretty quickly around here. Tracks, the soil is very soft, so when the tracks first initially get put down, they're decently deep, but they go away pretty quickly.
That is also helpful information, and I appreciate that.
I think Bannerhobs are decently big, so they'll probably set in their tracks pretty heavily, but they'll probably be gone track-wise in 2 to 3 hours.
Okay.
There's a lot of water
Um,
in the soil, so things don't stay.
Another stupid question.
It seems like stupid and you go together pretty regularly.
You're starting to catch on.
Oh, I caught on a long time ago, but go ahead.
You wouldn't happen to know if there's any hags around here, would you?
She kind of just gets this furious look across her face. I think you've all had enough time here. You can continue on.
I'm sorry about that. Yes, we were
She
just
just turns
leaving.
around and heads
Thank
inside.
you very much. Why'd you have to say that? You are an asshole.
I mean, I was curious too, but like, I'm with Malcolm on this one. I think that was a
Wait.
good question.
I didn't know.
We have been speculating about it all morning.
No, we've been speculating about the Bannerhops. We've not been speculating about the hags doing anything to hurt children. Or kids. Because they might be baby goats. I'm with Halvard.
Mithrainix about maybe 60 feet away from this conversation. What are you all arguing about over there?
Nothing you need to worry your head about.
Just looking up, just confirming what we all knew.
Mm-hmm.
He's an idiot.
Yeah. By the way, she was quite delightful.
Very into the last second, and I can understand why.
I was definitely going to pay her for her information. And her time. I feel really shitty.
I mean, you know where she lives.
So ultimately, what did you all find out?
So we found out that the Vanderhobbs sort of just like attack along like a mile stretch, just like anywhere, since they're really fucking fast apparently. So after we lure them in and they run away, we can follow their tracks because they're also supposed to be very heavy, and those will last about 2 hours.
Yeah. Also,
But that would have to happen during the night.
Mm-hmm.
the other thing that we learned is don't bring up hags to Trapper Lady.
We learned that also.
Yeah, at this point, Mithrainix is going to turn to Fez. How much do you think a Banderhop smells?
It is a construction, yes?
Yep, it's a construct.
That means it's gonna smell like whatever it's being made out of.
It's an organic construct.
Yeah, I keep wanting to push this out here, guys. Just because something is made, that doesn't mean it's a construct. It just means that it was made.
Now, do you want me to go into the forest and start looking for clues? Because you guys know for the past how many weeks we've been traveling together, I've been hunting for food, right? I've been tracking.
Well, I just figured that instead of playing a waiting game that might not bear any fruit, why don't we just go to an area where we know they've been attacking and see if they leave a scent that can be tracked by a tracking animal.
I can look around and find out. See what smells off. Maybe get the scent of blood.
Yeah, we have a few. How long until sundown?
All day.
It's the morning.
It's morning.
Fair point. Yeah, we literally have all day, so.
Halvard
We
turns
can do
around
that.
at 9 a.m. When's sundown?
I was wondering, does anybody have like a spell that makes sense, or like, not senses in like, thoughts, but senses in like something that smells funny?
No.
No.
It's a level 2 spell called Fart.
No, I was thinking thaumaturgy, but okay.
Because you can create a smell with
Create a
thaumaturgy.
smell. Because if these things like smell something good, what we can do is create a scent and like just waft it downwind, and maybe that'll just bring them out. You know, just to tempt them a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that thinking about it, the major flaw with trying to draw out a nocturnal creature, or at least one that prefers traveling and hunting at night, is encouraging them to do anything during the day that they don't
Oh,
want.
true, but I mean, we can tempt them at night to double our chances of actually getting them to come out, so we can follow them.
We can take a donkey to wherever like they typically get taken, and snap its legs so that it makes a lot of noise and make it bleed so they can smell it.
Okay. I didn't want to be cruel, but all right.
I mean, they're magic donkeys that Fez just creates, right?
Right. So
So
Yeah.
when you kill them, they go away.
so are they real donkeys?
They're spirits.
Cool. So if we break its leg and make it bleed, I mean, it's like hurting Santa Claus.
It wouldn't bleed.
Son of a bitch.
It's a spirit that takes the form of something. It does not create a circulatory system and blood all of a sudden.
All right.
So since they hunted down by smell, I don't think they would the spirits smell like donkeys? I don't think so. No.
Well, then,
Yeah.
you know what? I think we go with Plan B. Fez, turn Halvard into an ass.
Can you?
Already
Already
did.
done.
You guys really should have seen that one coming.
Me and Malcolm did.
Yeah, I was setting that one up.
I'm highly offended, yet I don't think I can argue in this. So, right.
Coming from the guy who just basically made a mom relive the disappearance of her kids.
Look, I didn't know that that's how her kids went missing. I didn't know that she hired a shitty babysitter. It's not my fault.
Well, you guys had three main suspect-like creatures to deal with here. Hag, Hydra, and Banderhob, and she didn't seem to flinch at Banderhob or Hydra.
Yeah, and I didn't think anything of it because I'm dumb. Hence the stupid questions. I never came into this saying, like, guys, I'm the smart one in the group. Hold on a minute. I prefaced everything with, by the way, I'm pretty much a moron. I can kind of function on my own.
Nah, we're doubting that now.
Kind of.
So, back on track. Whose legs are we breaking?
The morons.
Which one?
Exactly. Alright, we got 4 legs here. Take our pick.
Do we have
Want a
to
wishbone?
break legs? Can't we just like buy some meat?
We have meat.
All right then. What do we need to break legs
Hey.
for?
Halvard,
Hmm.
you can float.
I can.
What if you floated? You're pretty
And?
big and made it so that they couldn't, I don't know, necessarily. Oh, no, because then we still have to fight them in the dark.
Yeah.
Remember
And
how
once they find out that they can't hit me, who says they won't run away?
Well, that's fine because we're going to track them.
Yeah.
Is that the point?
True.
But, I mean, there's always the option that what if they can jump? I mean, you know.
They're supposed to be
Well-
like frogs, right?
They look like giant frogs. I'm assuming they can jump.
But how high?
Well, how high can you float?
So far the tested limit is 400-ish feet.
Wow.
Before you get smacked in the back of the head and fall.
Is that when your spell stopped working and you fell? Or
No, that was because I didn't want to go any higher.
okay. I wasn't sure if like you got all the way up there and you're like, all right, I'm making pretty good progress, and then you started getting close to the ground real fast.
No, that was because I was attacked up there.
Just double checking.
So, should I start tracking them now?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Alright. Which farm? Was it the orcs? Or was it the goblins?
It was the goblins.
Okay. We'll go down to the goblin farm. Maybe we can get. Oh.
Just confirming. The goblin.
No, it was the orcs farm.
Yeah, I was gonna say the goblin's farm was the one with the blue piles of stuff everywhere.
Wasn't
Yeah.
it the orcs farm that had the horses and was being attacked by the
No,
Hydra?
no. The
The horses
orc
were the
had the
caravan.
yeah. The orc had
Ah,
the donkeys. He told us about the horses, and that's where we learned that there might be a Hydra as opposed to it being the Banner Hubs, which were attacking his donkeys.
This is why I asked. Because I thought that was orcs. And the goblin had the blue stuff everywhere. Turned out.
And we have no idea where that came from.
Nope.
Nobody
not
knows.
at all.
What, the blue
Hags.
stuff?
Anyway,
So the orc it is. Let's go to the orcs.
Yes.
All right. So we go to the orcs place.
making our way uptown.
All right. So heading back to the orcs farm, you guys are outside of the gate. You guys gonna call out like you did before?
Hell no.
The dynasty starts walking through.
No, yeah, because last time we insulted him by doing that.
Mm-hmm.
The same three goblin teenagers were kind of half expecting it and seemed a little downtrodden now that you didn't call out like before. Who's leading this charge?
I think Nyx is.
Yep.
Yeah, I already called it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nyx is gonna go knock on the door like the police.
Does a 19 hit Nyx?
A 19 does hit.
Okay. So you get about
I wish I could find higher AC, but
7 steps before you hear a and then an arrow comes, or a crossbow bolt comes flying out and pegging you in the shoulder for only 3 damage.
Well,
you know, Methodonix just looks at the crossbow bolt in his shoulder, pulls it out, keeps walking forward.
You see Snagalak kind of burst through the door holding an interesting looking great axe that seems to have about 3 goblin skulls affixed to the middle pike in between the 2 blades. And he's like, oh, sorry.
No worries. We should have said something.
Mm-hmm.
He goes back to the door, and you can hear him kind of unhitch something. Sounds like probably another crossbow trap. And then comes back out and hands you like a 3-pound steak. Here for the arrow. He doesn't have any healing, so this is his way of.
yeah, no worries. Yeah. Well, thank you. Regardless, I have had worse, and kind of like maybe even exposes a little bit of his armor to show some of like the deeper scars on his front.
Kind of just nods at it and then like looks at the rest of the group. So, hi.
Hey.
Hello.
Alright.
Oh, those are our friends. They weren't with us last time.
Looks down. Hi.
hello.
And kind of looks back at you guys. Long time no see.
Yes, we were looking to try a different idea for tracking the creatures eating the The mules.
Donkeys.
Donkeys.
He kind of nods and is just waiting.
Well, exactly how old is this blood?
Going to the most recent of the blood spatterings that he's got, you'd say 3 days old.
Hmm.
Alright.
We were hoping to maybe be able to track the creatures by scent.
How
And then
about
turn to
it?
Fez. It's like,
Is this the most recent blood? I point towards the 3D-old blood.
Yeah.
Alright, walk over. Crack my neck, turn into a dire wolf, and start sniffing. And then see if I can catch the scent.
There's a about a 2-second window in which he almost brings that great axe down on your neck. But he stops himself, like mid-swing.
Oh, it's just our
Yeah,
friend. He
yeah,
changes into
please.
stuff.
Warning next time. Warn
Sorry,
me.
yeah, we should have.
But I did ask. I growl.
He doesn't put the great axe away. He's holding it in between you and him for now.
Alright, so I sniff the blood. Try and get a whiff of general direction.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Got it.
also, I think you would only be able to turn into a wolf. I think dire wolf is too high of a challenge rating for you.
What can I turn into? CR half one?
Direwolf is a CR1.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what kind of I'll shift into. Yeah, figure out leather.
I would help, but I can't read much.
Yeah, wolf is quarter.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah,
Natural 20.
you kind of sniff around, trying to pick up a scent, and you do. And it's close by. You kind of wrap around the back of the barn and see what looks to be a bucket full of half dirty blood and a shovel, and that's about it. There's no trace sense of it going off in any direction. And putting it together, Banderhobs are, you guys have been told, can eat things in a single bite.
So, based off of this blood came from this guy, dumping from this blood, right?
Based on it, you look like he's probably started to clean it up at some point.
That's unfortunate.
But other than
I mean-
that, there is no blood smell trails anywhere leaving this site.
Well, I think the important distinction here, like, not necessarily, I don't see the role either, but like, so, like, the Banderhob did not leave a scent.
Oh, he asked about the
That's
blood
an
scent.
important thing.
He nat 20 on his
Okay.
perception check, but he was asking about if he could smell this blood anywhere. And
Okay.
the only places where the guy started to clean it up, and then probably either got sick of it or just left it for some other reason.
Oh, I kind of point with my paw towards the blood for the group. I'm assuming you guys were following me.
Yeah.
So I kind of just point towards that, and then can I smell? It's been 3 days, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, it's gonna be a long ass shot. I'm gonna try to smell anything out of the ordinary for a farm. Something that doesn't seem to belong.
Unfortunately, Even with your roll,
It's been 3 days.
it's been 3 days. So, I mean, you're getting smells of stuff that wouldn't belong technically on a farm, but it's of stuff nearby or just the overall scent of this area. It's not like there's like, oh, there's a scent of sulfur here. It's
Yeah.
not like that.
All right, I changed back.
Anything?
I kind of point to the blood. That's
Yes,
just
am
we're
I?
in my nose right now, and 3 days is 3 days. Any kind of scent by now, it's gone.
Well, really, at least dogs in real life could probably do it for much longer, but
Yeah. And a wolf has a stronger sense of smell than a dog. So, but if he says, we're just gonna go with what he says.
To be fair, a guy who's actually used dogs for hunting, after 2 days,
You're pretty much done.
they fucking lose all scent of it because basically the smell gets blown on the wind, so it gets blown across everything, so dogs can't.
well, isn't that based on environmental factors?
It's based on wind. So
Environmental factors.
well, yes, if there's absolutely no wind over a 3-day period, which I'd love to know where that's at. It's
Sacramento.
not even Sacramento. Like even Sacramento has dew. Like
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, I was fucking
Like
around.
canines could even like track the scent, even if it like
they can smack
like, even if, like,
decomposing flesh, and that'll help. But that's usually when things leave a trail. Banderhop eats things in one simple bite. You're not getting a trail off these people. I don't know how much clearer I have to say it now.
No,
Let's say a few more times just to make it sink in.
Not the creep. It's whatever. It's not the
So
decomposing body. Anyway,
we need to figure out a way to lure them here so that we can track them.
I mean, if you can actually turn me into a donkey, then I'm for it.
Already halfway there.
I mean, he's volunteering.
Does anyone have polymorph?
the player knowing that nobody can cast polymorph at this level.
Yeah.
Dranix will
that's the
just
thing.
say, well, then it looks like we'll either need to find a more recent site or create our own, it seems.
Hey, how much does a donkey cost?
More than we can afford, I think.
I'd say more than we want to afford, since we're just going to lose it. It's not a return investment.
How much are we making off this job?
Is that on the contract?
It was.
Hey, can I see the contract real quick?
No one took those notes. Okay. It was, I believe, 500 per Banderhob, and then 750 for information on the hags.
So I'd say that spending a little bit of money on a donkey might be an ROI.
Also in a
True.
place where most of the excess donkeys have been eaten.
So any donkey we buy is gonna be overpriced. Granted.
Right.
And you're on the
Well-
farm of the one guy who sells donkeys.
Kill him. Take the donkeys. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Do you
Hell.
think the meat that we got would be able to lure them out, or no?
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Predators prefer fresh if they can. Only generalists really prefer decayed or already dead meats. Or scavengers, I should say.
Oh, so we don't know much about these Banderhobs. I mean, yeah, they might hunt things, but they might also be opportunistic.
I mean, here's a thought. And I turn to Snaglack. Is there anyone around here that sells pigs?
Sells pigs? No. As pigs, yeah.
Well, shit.
For a good price, they might sell it to you.
Oh, yeah? Who do we need to talk to about that?
He smiles.
I'm gonna
Excellent.
guess it's you.
Nope.
And how much
Oh.
would you sell one for?
I heard you went to my friend who's having the blue problem.
Yeah.
He smiles again.
Oh, all right then.
Oh.
His pigs might look a bit different.
Oh,
Big ol'
yeah?
smile.
Hmm.
Just so you
Well, just so you know, we are probably going to be in your fields, trying to pull these things, try to get their attention. So I wouldn't suggest
Uh,
hanging out tonight.
why
I
not
mean,
just do it on the road? You know, the stretch of mile where the caravans were attacked.
do we?
because the caravans were attacked by a hydra.
Ah, that's right.
As we've established.
Why don't we just go to that 1 mile stretch of road where the caravans were getting attacked? Just kidding. Sorry. I figured we
I
could
mean,
just
if that's all right
reestablish it
with
once
you.
more.
Snaglack points at the area of because where the donkeys were kept and killed. It's like a small enclosure off from his actual fields. So he says that, if you guys, because he's already taken the residing donkeys, the ones that are left, inside of his main house. So he's like, you guys have at that area, just don't touch my fields.
All right.
We will do our best.
He holds up the great axe, and says, "Don't touch my fields.
What if the Banderhobs go into
You
the
don't
field?
touch my fields."
Okay,
You got
just
it.
making sure. See, I just wanted to clarify.
You have my word that we will not touch your fields.
Now you made Malcolm really want to go over there and touch something. With that,
All right.
he says, he kind of like nods and leaves the gate open for the enclosure of where the donkeys were, and goes back to his house.
Okay. I will make my way over to his neighbor's house and see if we can get us a pig.
Okay, it's a couple farms down, but as neighborly as farms can get with the amount of space that they usually take.
The one with the yellow fence.
In the blue shit, yep.
Mm-hmm. Didn't we establish that the blue shit was something eating like those fucking melons in somebody else's farm? Was there like some melon that was blue?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
in Snaglack's farm,
That's what I thought. Okay.
which he was. Never mind. Anyway. So, you end up going back to that goblin.
I don't remember his name.
He is outside currently cleaning up another heaping pile of blue shit.
Jonathan.
Hmm?
His name was Jonathan.
Was it?
No.
Was it Protz?
Prots, yeah.
Okay. I do have his name down. Shit. And I will address him. Sir, I can tell that you're very busy, but I was just wondering, we were looking to buy a pig, and I was wondering how much that would be about, if you were selling, of course.
He kind of looks sheepishly. I mean, yeah, I'm selling if you're buying.
And how much would one go for?
He. How many do you need and what size?
Just one and a big one, if you got it. Like, but I mean, we'll pretty much take what you. How's this? Do you have? No, that's not going to work. Never mind. I was going to say, do you have like kind of a sickly one? But no, that would smell funny, and that wouldn't work.
You have a good-sized market hog.
I got a spitting hog ready.
All right. What's the price?
Looks across at you. 10 gold.
9.
9 gold, 6 silver.
You know what? Sure.
He spits in his hand and holds his hand out for a shake.
Spit in my hand and I shake his hand. And I hand him the 9 gold,
You
6
you
silver.
see, his spit is a little blue.
That's fine. I'll probably get a disease, but wouldn't be the first one I've had.
So, with that, he ends up, wait right here, and he goes out in the back and ties up one of his hogs and leads it out. And you see as it comes around the corner, a decently sized, spit roasting hog that has an unnatural blue tint to it.
I see we're getting something a bit exquisite now, aren't we?
That brings a whole new meaning to Blue Butt.
Yeah, it's special hog. Only in Ural will you find yourselves
Fine specimen.
a blue boar. Yeah. So consider yourself lucky.
Dabba dee dabba die.
Shabba doo dibba dabba. All right, bye now.
Thank you very much.
I'm not
Thank you.
recognizing this language at all.
Do we have a
It's called
lead?
Dabu
or
Dabu
anything?
Dabu die.
Yeah, he said he let it out, so he's got a rope around it.
Yeah.
Its neck. Okay.
Eiffel 65.
Hoobastank sounds better.
Yeah, well.
As far as language names go. And I am now creating a language called Hoobastank.
That's fantastic.
All right.
Hoobastank sounds like a Banderhob language.
Does.
You're not wrong. So, you guys got yourself a blue tinted boar.
Did he give us it with a lead on it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just
I am going to give the lead to Halberd.
It's only about like a
Oh.
6-foot rope. It's tied around
Because
its neck.
I don't know if you've ever tried to walk a pig on a leash.
You thought
But-
dogs were bad.
Good luck.
Right, so we're taking this back to the farm place, alright?
Don't scare it.
Alright, come on, pig. And he just sort of like starts tugging it along.
Goes in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
No, pig this way, and he just like tugs on it like hard, try to like lead it this way.
Make an athletics check.
Do
You have the time.
20.
It doesn't move.
I have a question.
Yep.
Above game. Or about not... This is player, not character.
Above board.
Anybody here ever moved pigs before?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Well, the correct terminology is attempted to move pigs before.
I'll tell you, in real life, there's 2 really good ways to do it. One,
Mm-hmm.
snow shovels.
Just slide them.
No, hitting them in the side of the face so they go in the direction you want them to.
Oh.
Because they are tough as shit.
Yeah.
And 2, very thin sticks and smacking them on their hindquarters to make them go in the direction you want them to.
Food motivation does work too.
Sometimes.
That too.
But
I
you
was thinking about
Regardless,
pulling out
most of the time it
ration.
takes violence.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, I have punched a pig in the face on several occasions.
Oh dear.
And
Please
it's-
don't come shut us down. No pigs were harmed in the making of this video.
Ask anyone who's ever dealt with pigs. And I guarantee they probably punched a pig.
And their hand hurt afterwards.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Fuckers are heavy.
Yeah, I will pull out.
Hence why I gave him a
I'll-
+8 to his athletics.
I will pull out a ration and wave it in front of the pig's nose and have it. Hopefully, it follows.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion. I'm real good at those. Today I am 17.
All right. It starts chomping on the end of your ration. And moves a little bit towards you.
And I will move away from it towards the pin.
Make an athletics check. Because when hogs eat, they eat. They don't let go of whatever they're eating.
Well, no, I was putting it in front of its nose. I wasn't letting it eat it.
Oh yeah, and it's biting down as soon as you put it in front of its nose.
8.
You're trying to tug, but you're not going anywhere.
However, just gonna try to tug it one more time.
Okay, with both of you tugging,
Mhm.
one of you with advantage.
What's your athletics? Plus,
+4.
I surprisingly have a higher athletics, so I guess I'll go.
Tamberlay is a dex barbarian.
Oh, that's right. Thank you for the advantage.
No shit.
Never mind. 16.
Nope, it's not moving.
Yep.
Chomping away at the ration.
Hey, Halbert, how firmly are you holding on to that lead?
Pretty firmly.
I smacked the pig
Especially
on the ass.
Within that one, it starts running. Halvard, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
See if he pulls his arm out of his socket. All right, he doesn't pull his arm out of his socket, but you are now being dragged behind the pig.
Shit,
Go in the
why?
direction we need.
You
I'm
guys,
just gonna,
you guys need to go east, and it is going. It's going east.
Sweet.
I just look at Nix and I was like, I got it to move.
You're doing great.
I'm gonna
No, I'm not
try
really
to
used to it.
right myself.
Okay.
Like,
What's your
Honestly,
movement
I'm
speed?
not really used to dealing with animals while they're still alive.
35.
yeah.
Okay, are you trying to run with it,
Uh,
or are you
at
trying to
least
stop it?
I'm not trying to stop it since it's at least going the direction that we want it to go. So it's more of like, can I stop myself from being dragged across the ground and like running with it? Yeah.
Okay, make an acrobatics check.
All right. Here we go. 14.
With disadvantage, because you got one arm stuck on that lead.
All right, here we go. Another 14.
Okay, you're able to start land skiing as this hog is dragging you behind. You're standing at least now, but you're kind of like having to dig your heels in, and it's hurting. It's not slowing it down, but you're no longer at least getting face dragged across the floor.
I'm gonna run and try and keep up. Just so I can help Halvard, because I feel a little bit guilty, but also I want to get a really good view if something good happens.
Okay, since it has a head start on you, it's going to take a couple turns before you can catch up doing your move
totally
dash dash.
That's totally fine.
But it is going a little
Let's see.
too fast for you to run with it, Halvard.
All right. So how long until I have to stop it before
You got
like
2
it
turns
oversh-
before you guys are going to start passing that farm.
All right. So I want to start at least slowing it down now.
How?
Make the pig fly.
I can't make the pig fly. It's gonna drag me.
Not if
Uh,
it floats.
Not if it's levitating.
Yeah.
I can't cast
Forward
levitate
momentum.
spell
He
on
only had-
it.
Oh, it's
Because
only
apparently he
yourself.
didn't take the spell levitate, just has the boots.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Never mind.
Put the boots on the pig.
He would be a mylar balloon being dragged by a pig.
God, that'd be fucking hilarious.
Really funny.
He's just like, I know, levitation.
Shit.
Let's see.
You have one turn now until.
All right, yeah. So I'm going to try to stop it by force, just like digging and just pulling back.
Okay, it's gonna be athletics check.
All right.
It's gonna get advantage since it's already on the move.
16.
Nope.
Yep.
You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you damn near
Ow.
break an ankle trying to stop this thing. It's now going to see if it redirects from that attempt. Okay, it is now going. So, funny enough, it's moving down the farm. And you're being dragged behind, and you try and damn near snap an ankle. And doing so makes the pig reroute. You guys were just starting to pass through past Snagalak's farm, and this boar bursts through his farm field gate, and you are now being dragged through his melons.
Shit.
Oh my god.
I am going to stop before I get to the fields.
Okay.
I'm stopping at the front door.
Because he told me not to go into the fields, and I am not going into the fields.
The Dynax is walking. It's gonna take a while.
Yeah,
I'm
you guys
going
are back.
to
I'm the same.
I'm
Yeah.
going to levitate so that I'm not causing any more destruction.
Oh, yeah, because
Now you are the Mylar balloon being dragged by this pig.
99 halberd balloons.
Any suggestions would be nice about now.
The only person nearby to offer any sort of vocal aid is Malcolm.
Oh God.
We're doomed.
They're in the fields.
Yep, they've just made it like 60 feet in.
Pigs are
mean-
smart, right?
In the wise words of a queen from long ago, let it go, let it go.
Yeah.
But we need that pig.
Well,
I want to see Halvard fly.
We are seeing it fly.
Let it go, let it go, or maybe Halvard will die.
I mean, there's a good
Chance
chance
of
Let's
that.
all see.
there's a 60-40 chance if you let go of it, because there's no resistance then on the pig, that the pig might just stop and also try and eat the melons.
And then there's also a good chance that
It'll just keep going.
Rocket Man.
Can I try to whistle really loud? Like get his attention?
They're 2 farms away right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 turns went by before this happened. So
I would also like to point out that we have short legs.
the pig moving 80 feet around,
Most people.
it covered some distance in 5 turns.
Yeah.
Like I said, really only besides any like extra spell work or anything happening like that, Malcolm would be the only one to catch up because of the double dash.
Yeah. That's why I was running after it. But I stopped when we got to the farm, because, yeah. I saw that great axe.
Yeah. Well,
I might
good
be
luck.
stupid, but I'm not that stupid.
Okay, so another turn of you floating above all the melons and such. This hog is all of a sudden just going to dig in and stop. Hard stop. So I need you to make another con save.
All right.
Actually, no, this would be a strength save.
Strength save. All right, here we go. 18.
All right. The pig does a hard stop in this melon field, and you hold on to the lead as the momentum that you've been going through sends you to the breaking point of this rope before the lead slips off the pig's head, and you just go. Malcolm, you last see Halvard kind of end over end, floating over the field into the trees behind the field.
Oh, no, can I do one thing? It just like not by a queen, but funny enough, by a witch. So if you care to find him, look to the eastern sky.
Ah!
I will ignore that he is floating away. And I will try to get, I guess, announce that I'm there to snag lag, so that he doesn't shoot me when I'm going up.
He's as you're sitting there watching Halvard disappear 80 feet per 6 seconds off into the trees behind the farm. The pig has turned and started eating all the melons nearby. Food motivation. And
Yeah.
you're about to start turning to walk towards the house, and you see Snagalak just is on his back porch, sharpening his axe, as he's just watched what has happened. Just dumbfounded as Halvard disappears into the forest.
So while they're doing that, I'm gonna be like walking with
And then
the other two, and I'm like, why didn't they just have me talk to the pig?
Halvard.
I mean,
Well, Malcolm, you hear. After you hear Halvard go, and one of the trees kind of shakes a little bit. Halvard, you take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
yeah,
Boom.
Stop moving.
Boom, 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 boom. Howl in the sky.
I
Watch
will
out for that tree.
ask
Oh.
Snaglag to not kill our pig, because we're going to try and use it to catch the Banderhobs, and I will apologize profusely for my friend's misguidance of the pig.
He just looks at you. You're paying for those melons.
How much?
He walks over and surveys the damage.
4 silver, 5 silver, 6 silver, 7 silver now.
700 gold.
$3 silver for the destroyed melons. 2 silver for the ones he's currently eating.
Okay. You told me not to go in your field. If I give you 2 gold, will you bring that pig over here for me?
He nods, throws the slams the war axe into the ground, so it's just kind of sitting stuck in the ground, and just picks up the pig with both arms and walks over. Obviously, with a melon still in its mouth.
obviously.
Think of these like mini watermelons.
Can I have one of those melons just to keep the pig occupied so that I don't lose him again?
Like halfway through walking back with it, he kind of sighs and with his foot, like monkey style, grabs the vine of another melon and like flips it up to him so it lands on top of the pig. The pig's like trying to like reach back and eat it,
Grunts and tries to.
and then walks over to you.
I will.
He just is waiting for you to grab the get ready to accept the pig into your arms.
I am gonna tie a little halter, I guess, to put around the pig, and have the melon also.
He's still waiting for you to open up your arms to take the pig.
Oh, you could just set him on the ground. There's no way I'm gonna be able to hold that thing.
He lets go.
I don't know if you realize this, but I'm not only am I a moron, but I'm kind of a weak bitch.
At least you accept what you are.
Nice. Start making my way down the tree.
Yeah. Not too hard.
Oh god. I
How
think I
far away
broke
is
something.
Halberd?
Currently is in the other side of the field, so he's about 140 feet away.
So if I shouted something, would he hear me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna shout, Halberd, make sure you stay out of the field.
Alright, make my way around then. Give me a second.
And the rest of the group would have heard you too as they've made their way towards you guys.
Hey guys, I got the pig. Halvard's over there.
I went for a wild ride there. Cool. I
You
think
walk
the
up.
trees and I have a very aggressive relationship.
Hmm. As we're walking up, I'll comment to Fez. You know, I think that you just keep quiet and don't say anything just to see what those two idiots will do.
No, it's more of they do things before I can say something.
Okay,
He
I'll give
does
you
have a
that.
point.
Yeah.
I mean, that one tried to lead the pig. That one hit the pig.
Oh, I knew exactly what I was doing, though.
Oh, I know you knew what you were doing.
I mean, it was funny
I
for
saw
a
you
second.
look at his hands to make sure he had it hold on tight.
Hmm. That's why I asked him.
Snagluck has come back and has started to put a new beam where you guys broke through already. And as you guys are kind of like still standing there,
Mm-hmm.
he like starts to knock the beam into place and then awkwardly looks up at you all as a y'all can leave now type of look.
Oh, let's
It's like, please leave and never come back.
take the pig over to the corral.
And you know, this is the point where Mithranix finally catches up because he was more strolling and just looking out. We literally made one promise.
Well,
I kept that promise.
I
I
never entered the fields.
There was literally nothing I could do.
Technically, Halvard never went into the field. He went above the field. The only one who went in the field was the pig. And I paid for it.
So as you guys go 60 feet across the little space here over to the corral area, now set up your the pig with the melon. And it's now 10 a.m.
ooh,
Now we
all
got
these
pig
things
for the
get
next
done
14
today.
hours.
All right, Hampton, you wait there.
Oh my god, you named it.
You named it.
Well, yeah. I need to know what we're going to put on his tombstone.
Right.
You make tombstones for animals.
No, it was a joke. I said
Well,
Hampton. So it's a joke because pork, pigs, Hampton.
Crispy bacon.
He's also heavy, so he's a ton of Hampton.
Mithranix just blinks.
It's a you know what, Nix, you're right. It is so much funnier when I have to explain it to you 3 or 4 times.
I thought it was pretty clever.
See?
all right, so
Tammy's
Just
like,
continues staring.
Tamberlay's just like, you know how long I've had to deal with his stupid fucking puns? Let's move on.
we also need to. Well, I would like to talk to Gliafia, but y'all don't need to come with me if you don't want to.
Oh, well, we're not going to let you go alone. Halvard, keep an eye on Hampton. I'm going to go with
Oh,
Tamberlay.
all right.
He likes it when if he starts getting grumpy, but just using the tips of your fingers, not a lot of force, just kind of scratch the back of his back and the middle of his back and his butt, kind of like a dog. They really like that. He'll kind of sing and squeal.
All right. I'll trust you on this.
That's a real thing.
I mean, it won't be the first time you trusted him. Anyway,
And it won't be the last.
nope.
Halvard's my buddy.
Yeah, he also puts a lot of blind faith in everybody.
And that's what I like about him. I don't need to be right.
So just Tamberlane and Malcolm? Alright.
You know what? Nix will come along because why the fuck not?
Yeah.
Fez, you want to come too? It might be a little bit easier.
Alright, let's go.
Oh, we're leaving Halvard alone with the bait.
Yep.
Oh, God.
I'm like gonna. Okay. So, yeah.
I mean, look, even now, a the ghost of a tabaxi is smiling down, coming up with his next conniving scheme.
Or the marsh somewhere is like, God, even I'm not that dumb.
So, as everyone but Halvard go off to find Gleafia,
Man, I hope he doesn't give it the whole melon. We need the melon to keep it there.
I mean, isn't that what the corral is for? Is to keep it there?
You remember? You remember how Snaglag was kind of fixing his fence?
Right. Oh. Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Oh. Oh. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I mean, to be fair, that was the fence to the fields, whereas the corral had his donkeys in it. So you would
Which
think
means,
it would be a little more sturdy.
which also means that it was designed to hold donkeys, not pigs that could probably go under.
Oh, well, I mean, hopefully he just ties it up.
And pigs also can jump.
That's frightening.
and they have some weight behind them.
And also, like, once they realize that they can make you their bitch, they will forever.
Um, okay, after this conversation, are we sure that we want to leave him by himself?
He'll be fine. As long as he still has some melon.
Oh,
Do you
God, we
need
better
me
hurry.
to stay behind?
Nah, Nix, we'll be alright. If anyone should stay behind, it's Fez so that he can talk to the pig and tell it not to kill him.
I do a slow blink. And I
I
follow
mean,
the group.
he has a
See?
point, but I
Fez
understand.
is the animal expert. If he thinks that Halvard can handle it, we're good.
Admittedly, I'm only really used to hunting and killing, not managing beasts.
Fez, Halvard can handle it, right? Right, that's all. Not even gonna let him answer. We'll just keep walking.
I was gonna answer.
Yeah, we head over to the shore.
Okay. Make your way over to the docks. Most of the ships are no longer docked.
Thought so. Oh, is the old guy and the son
Nope.
the only ones left again? Oh shit!
Nope, they're out
Kind of
too.
like that. Is there
The
By
only
anyone
boats that
around?
are still here currently don't have people around them.
By any chance, on the way down to the docks, would we have passed like a market area by any?
Yeah.
Could I have grabbed like, I don't know. We'll go with. Oh, fuck, I mean, like pigs like everything, literally.
Well, I mean, I still have the horse rations as well. If we
Well, um, is anyone selling melons or carrots or some vegetable of
Yeah,
some
there's
sort?
like root vegetables and such being sold.
Perfect. I'll get some root vegetables for the pig.
Okay. Pound of vegetables is going to cost you like 2 silver.
Cool. I can
that's not
do
very
that.
many vegetables.
If you want the blue ones, that's 4 silver.
Extra special.
Shit, there's nobody here. God damn it. Well, they come back around noon, right? So what's happening? They go in the morning and they go, but they come in and they go back out. I don't know nothing about fishing.
Some boats do.
Okay. Ah, shit. She has an office in town. God damn it. Oh wait, but she also goes out on the ships.
Yeah.
So much to remember. All right.
Tell me about it.
Well, she's not here, obviously, but maybe we could, I don't know, leave her a note in town in her office. I mean, it's not like a life and death thing or anything. I just wanted to let her know that may be why she keeps losing her boats.
Wouldn't that, by definition, be a life or death thing?
Well, I don't know. Nobody said anything about people dying. She's lost boats.
And people are on those boats.
Right.
To be fair, she's been on the boat all 3 times.
So she probably already knows about it. You know who I really want to talk to again? Is Jigs Jiggly Jägermeister. He was a lot of fun.
Who?
Jigs Jiggly
He
Jägermeister.
he just heard a series of nonsense names, and he
We
had
weren't there for that one.
Right. Oh, he's this really, really great guy who loves to hang around in the middle of town. Collects vegetables.
Why?
Well, technically they're thrown at him. He's in the stocks. Or he was yesterday.
Ah, so he's being rightfully punished. Got it.
Sure, yeah. But since I don't really have anything to talk to him about, there's really no point in going over there. But he was a really nice guy. Especially if he had some money. So now that we know that there's, you just sneak it off, just going.
No. Misclick.
Now that we have pretty much accomplished everything that we were going to do today, except for telling her about this thing, but can't do it anyway. Any more plans? It's like what, 10:30? Lunch in town? Maybe an ale or two?
I mean, I was given this meat. Just holds it out.
How long have you had that in your pocket?
Not even an hour.
Oh, all right. Where'd you get it?
It was offered to be for being shot.
Oh, that's right, huh? Well, I mean, do what you want with it, but sure. Anybody else up for lunch?
And so the group collectively goes to have lunch without Halford.
Sounds
I was
alright.
just sitting there like, no, they're taking a long time.
Man, they'll be back soon, right?
That was
What was
an
this
interesting
Hours
conversation.
go by.
I'm okay with this. Let's go get some dinner. Lunch there.
Balls.
Alright, so you guys are going to eat meat and have drink.
Yeah, why not?
It's gonna be a good picnic.
Alright.
And this is the part where Valak takes Halford to the meta room.
So, you guys have your lunch. It's enjoyable, a little quieter than usual.
I feel like we should bring something back for him.
Oh yeah, of course.
I got vegetables.
Thought that was for the pig.
Well, I mean, the pig has a name.
Called Halvard.
Oh,
I'm going to do magic tricks with the pig, just like with
you're gonna startle the
prestidigitation.
pig.
What
Oh,
you
God,
gonna
To
do?
like do the whole. There's a coin behind your ear thing.
I hope you scare the pig. And then this turns into an adventure where you're just trying to cover up your mistakes.
The pig falls in love.
So, you start to do the tricks with the pig. It gets its attention, and it's come over to you, and you're starting to do the behind the ear trick and some other things. And you think that you really have its attention when all of a sudden it just and eats the entire melon that you had been piecing out to him.
Oh,
It was all the clever ruse.
You know, funny story. At
One
one
second.
point,
Oh no!
Oh no.
Halvard,
Did he lose his hand?
Yeah.
What What's the pig tied to? You said you tied him to something.
Did I?
No,
No, I
No.
didn't.
nobody did.
Someone said that
Nobody
they
said-
tied him to something.
No, I said
No,
you
no,
should
no.
tie him.
You tied him. The orc did.
No, I said I tied a rope around his neck and then we walked him over to the pasture. I gave the rope to Halvard when
Which
we left.
snapped, I'm pretty sure.
No, this was after I got him back from the orc.
Ah.
Okay. So
Oh,
he's
Halvard,
not-
after it eats the melon, it turns around away from you, just starts walking away, and there's a corral with a stable attached. So it goes into the donkey stable, and it's no longer within eyesight.
Well, I move so that I have eyesight on it.
Okay, well the stable is decently deep, and it was meant to hold quite a few donkeys. So you'd have to like actually go into the stable to see where this pig is at, because
Yeah. I wasn't forbidden from entering the stable, right?
no, the fields.
Okay, yeah, then yeah, I'll go in the stable. Just like, sorry, Hampton, I gotta keep an eye on you. Just
He's
hold
gone.
up for a second.
Inside the stable, there's a 3-foot gap between the lowest bar and the floor.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Remember how I said that it was designed to hold donkeys and not pigs?
Shit, I start running after it, just like, Hampton, where are you?
Make a perception check.
Oh, I'm great at those.
Oh god, he's going back in the fields. This is gonna cost me so much money.
Luckily, this is the opposite direction of the fields,
Oh, thank God.
8.
Oh,
God.
but you
Fuck, we
don't
just-
see the pig.
we just lost our pig.
Because, let me make sure, but yeah, directly behind the stables, it starts to turn into forest.
Oh my god.
Fucking Albert, you had one job.
You know what? It's gonna be great when that pig attracts a Banderhub and we're not there to
Right.
see it.
Halvard considers for a moment, and then he runs into the forest looking for the pig.
Oh god.
Okay. All right, so it's gonna be. There's gonna be. I need everyone to be quiet. There's gonna be a series of rules that are gonna have to happen here.
We're
I
all
feel
just sitting at lunch.
I was joking about Alec pulling Halvard into the meta chat, but
You know what?
All
I'm
right.
gonna go to the bathroom. This feels like it's gonna be a while.
All right, Halvard.
Yep.
So you run into the forest. Make a nature survival check.
Survival. All right, here we go.
Trying to look for pig tracks.
13.
You see some. I can see that. I can see that. So don't worry about.
Yeah.
All right. So you see some tracks. You start following them.
Mhm.
They wind through the forest a little bit. Go ahead and make a perception check. Tracks go missing. You've got a split in front of you, left, forward, and right. Which way are you going?
Forward.
Forward it is. Make a survival check. No tracks this way, so you double back. Left or right?
Left.
Survival check. You find tracks.
Oh, yes, got him.
Heading forward, go ahead and make a perception check. Tracks going the opposite way.
Oh, shit.
So, you end up going back to that intersection, then going right, finding the tracks going in the correct direction. Go ahead and make another perception check.
City.
Still nothing. Go ahead and make a survival. Lost the tracks.
God damn it.
In front of you, you got a left and a right. Which way are you going?
Going right.
All right, perception. Tracks are here. They're getting further apart, so that means the pig is starting to run.
Oh, God, and I'll pick up the pace.
Okay. Perception check.
Ooh.
All right, you see that the tracks slightly curve and then they disappear, but that's because they're starting to go into hard ground. The pig has now redirected its way back into the town.
Shit.
Make another perception check. Far off in the distance ahead of you, maybe about 100 feet or so, you see it looks like people that have been knocked down along your route. You think that, okay, this is probably the correct way, as there is a nice little path through people who are walking, as if people moved out of the way quickly out of something. Go ahead and make another perception check. Luckily, you're running past, and you do see what looks to be a stopping point for the pig, as a woman, a little goblin woman who has been carrying looks like she went grocery shopping. Her basket is like half ripped open, and there's a trail of what looks to be carrots and such being dragged off in the direction further down the street. Go ahead and make another perception check.
All right.
Think of what movie this situation is best described.
You have to stop at an intersection. You're not sure which way it went. Can't tell people around until you hear a "fucking pig" from your left. You continue on. Go ahead and make another perception check.
All right.
It does slow you down, so you're a little further behind it now. You're able to catch up by seeing that if it's continuing on this path, this street that kind of curves a little bit, you're able to go behind a couple of the buildings and intercept and cut down your distance a little bit.
Do I have the pig in sight yet?
Not yet,
All right.
but you're closing in on it. You guys who are having lunch, all of a sudden hear,
Hey, that sounds like a pig.
as you guys all kind of like look up and see this blue pig fucking running down the street. However, give me a perception check.
All right.
Possibly be our pig.
What is the probability that somebody else's blue pig?
I am up full sprint.
Yeah, before you do, you see Halvard run into the street next to you guys and kind of just like stops, looking around, sees you guys, kind of gives a wave, then hears the pig squeal in the distance and starts running after it again.
Shit.
I am following him and pig with vegetables in hand.
I'm raising my hand. Can I get another round of shots, please?
I sigh, turn into a war horse.
Right in the middle of the restaurant.
No, I'll go outside. We're outside, remember?
It's outdoor
we're on the
seating.
patio. We're on the patio.
Yeah. So I'm outside,
Okay.
turn into a war horse, kind of nudge who wants to get on, and start running after the group.
Right. To quickly catch up to this pig, I'm going to go ahead and put haste on myself.
Okay. With the dashing, the horse, and the haste, you guys catch up to the pig in a bit.
I can run up to 120 feet as a war horse.
Yeah.
You know, if you would have put haste on me, I could have ran way faster.
Yes, but it's Halvor's responsibility to catch the pig, not yours.
Too late now.
So, eventually, you guys all sort of conglomerate at the pig at the same time.
Hey, a Hampton, and I'm gonna hold out a carrot.
Full sprint, by the way.
Well, I'm gonna be holding out a carrot and trying to catch him.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh yeah. Persuasion?
Yep. Okay. Pigs are smart enough to not just let it be a nature roll.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was gonna say earlier. Funny story is that I was writing a bit about this at one point in time about pigs and how smart they are and how they're smarter than some dogs, which means they're definitely smarter than a lot of people.
Yep. Unfortunately, still a little bit smarter than you. As in full sprint mode, you stick out your arm with a carrot in front of it, and instead of it just stopping to eat, it just turns to you. Go ahead and give me. For you, this shouldn't be too hard. A dex save. Unless you're
When you
gonna,
say that.
unless you're gonna try and body it.
Oh no.
Okay. So as the pig turns and opens up its mouth to bite on the carrot, you kind of do a leap and a jump out of the way. Are you letting it get the carrot or no?
No.
Okay, you yank the carrot out of the way as you kind of like,
I'm trying to get the pig to stop.
yeah, you jump over it as it turns into you, and it snaps its mouth but doesn't get a carrot. It did make an awfully sharp right turn to go at you though, so it's going to be running into a building.
Like a wall?
Like the front door of a shop.
Right. I'm gonna slide. I'm actually gonna tackle it. Yeah. Halvard doesn't know not to, so he's gonna tackle it.
Okay. Go ahead, and this is technically a grapple, so it's your athletics versus its athletics or acrobatics, which is going to be its athletics. Ooh, good luck. Actually, I don't even know if you can beat that.
Yeah, I think that means you lose.
Nope, you can't beat it. 26.
Yeah. There's nothing I couldn't beat it.
Yeah, it's got +8. That's an 18. So you dive to tackle it and don't get your hands quite on it tightly enough, so you more of like skid off the back of it and end up just tumbling across the dirt as this pig just full sends into this shop. Okay, so that would be... Okay, so it breaks the door, and then it does another 6 points of damage inside. So it breaks through it's a double door, and one of the doors is open. It destroys that door and then runs into the first shelf that was right there, just scattering all of its contents across and around the floor, thoroughly freaking the pig out as well. The pig does take 4 points of piercing damage, as a portion of the shelf is now jammed into its shoulder and is now bleeding everywhere. So you guys all see this pig just disappear, a loud commotion, and now yelling and squealing.
How well do you think they're doing, Temperley?
Do I really want to know? I mean, I don't really want to know what's going on over there at all.
What are you guys doing?
Halvard's getting a bit fed up with this pig. Yeah, he's gonna
Is it
do
stuck?
another.
It's stuck inside.
Currently, with its round of action, it ran into the place, impacted the shelf, got hurt, and is freaking out. I'm giving you all a round of actions before it takes its next round of action. You've all heard of bull in a china shop.
Yeah. I'm definitely not gonna try and freaking grab the thing. I'm gonna try and stay out of its way so that it sees the door, tries to go out the door, and
Actually,
comes
fun
out.
fact: Mythbusters actually did do an episode on that.
And then I guess. Well, no, I don't have a rope because my. Well, no. Does it have the rope around it still?
What do you think?
No.
Well, you did say you wrapped it like a halter, so it would.
Yeah. I mean.
And yes, I watched that Mythbusters too. But it's different from when a bull has ran into a
Oh
china
yeah,
shop.
it's way different if they're enticed.
Also, I could tell you from personal experience because my pig got into our house one time. Even when they're not running, they make a big mess. They don't give a shit. They're jerks.
Right. Halvard's
Although,
gonna go in
incidentally,
there
just
and
above
try
table before you
to
started.
tie up the pig because he just remembered that he has 25 feet of rope.
All right, go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Just above table. This is why levitate and hypnotic pattern are my favorite debuffs at low levels.
18.
It ties you.
Did the pig hog-tied you?
No, it,
Halvard goes in to tie him up. The pig
I
comes.
don't imagine this pig just getting up on two hooves, like hog tying Halbert, and then getting back down like it's nothing.
Just take out his hat. It
I
starts
just-
waving around. Yeah.
I imagine it like in the cartoons when the two things go together. There's a big cloud of dust, and then all of a sudden Halbert's just tied up.
Oh. No.
Either that, or we secretly found a werebore and we didn't know it.
Son of a bitch.
So you go in to try and grapple it to start tying it, and because you have no lasso experience.
yeah.
So, unfortunately, as you go to grapple the pig, it does not work, and you are left shunted off to the side.
Fez, talk to the pig, please.
Transform back into a goblin.
Good.
Cast. Speak animal. It's like, calm down. I see you're hurt. Do you want me to help you? Do you want to be healed? Do you want pain to go away?
Have carrots.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Natural one. Wait, pain goes the way. That's what they told my brother before they slaughtered him.
Oh,
You
wow.
should help. Alright, persuasion.
You know, it's fun to use my player killer dice for these rolls.
Can I help him by offering the pig carrots?
Unfortunately, that's two very different things.
Yeah, I
Feed
thought
and
so.
heal.
Oh boy.
Even with a -2 to their charisma. We'll see if it works. Halvard?
Yeah.
Sorry, not Halvard. Malcolm.
Yes.
Is there anything you'd like to do on your turn?
Hope.
Okay. Now it's the pig's turn. Okay. As you guys have started to come in the door, and this pig has received pain and being chased by the likes of you all, multiple times being almost grappled and tied up, with Vez talking to the pig, trying to offer it healing. It has no concept of what healing is.
I said, do you want make the pain to go away?
Yeah. It still isn't trusting of you because you're with them. And its owner was a goblin.
All I've done is offer it food.
And you tried grabbing it. It's going to turn around. It's not going towards the door. It's going to turn around and go immediately after the goblin person who owns the store.
Right.
Jumping over the counter. It's not trying to attack her. It's just going in that direction. It's going out the back.
Oh, damn it.
I'm gonna run around back.
With this, like, good 7-8 inch piece of wooden shelf that is jammed into it, it's creating much more destruction, as well as every time it hits something, it receives a little pain jolt. So it's driving it slightly to madness. And it's going to go out the back. Let's see if it does enough damage to get out the back door. Oh, yeah. Immediately busts out the back door. And we're off.
So, Nix, how do you think they're doing?
So, well,
Halvard's-
I can only assume with the three of them tackling this creature, they should be able to handle it. I mean, if nothing else, they might just consider knocking it out and trying again later.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm ready for a story when they get back.
So, we are in pursuit mode again.
Mm-hmm.
However, you still have haste casted on you.
Yep. So he's going to catch up to the pig with a move action and
First off, out the back door,
Mhm.
perception check.
Got it.
Because you are now technically what is considered an alley in this town, but there's multiple ways to go. All right, you are able to see the pig at the end of the street at the end of the alley to your right. So you just take off after it, catching up to it.
All right. Do I still have my action?
It would take your full movement to get. Yeah, you would still have your action.
All right. Yeah, no, Halbert's had enough of this pig. He's gonna take his vicious. Actually, no, hold on. Yeah, no, he'll just take a quarterstaff and he'll attempt to strike it with booming blade.
Okay, go ahead.
Awesome.
All right, so 15 to hit.
That hits.
All right, so it initially takes it takes 8 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
And wait, hold on.
Still up.
Oh no, it's just 8 points in general. Oh, wait, no, hold on. What the hell? Okay, no, yeah. Oh, and then it takes an extra 8 of thunder damage. No,
He's level
the
5.
yeah,
Okay, so it does it immediately at the first one. Okay.
yep.
So, the thunder damage being enough to do it, as you hit it with the quarterstaff, boom, it takes it, and then it takes the booming damage, and you just see blood just spurt out the ears and eyes.
Down, pig. God
It's
damn,
dead.
it causes too much trouble. Oh yeah. All right,
Yes, I'm
good.
sure they are all capable enough of knocking the creature out without killing it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's not like Halbert's gonna, bludgeon it to death with his staff or anything.
I hate this group.
Just like waves at Malcolm. I took care of the pig.
I'm already walking away.
I left.
I'm walking back to the restaurant.
I'm pretending I'm another goblin. I don't know these guys. I really don't know these people.
Okay, so if you're saying that, Fez, then Malcolm, you're going to get stopped.
Great.
Four
Okay.
little goblin guys.
Oh, how are you?
2 of them holding daggers, one holding what looks to be like a pitchfork, and the other one just bare knuckle.
Putting my hands up.
You know, pay for these damages.
How much do I owe you?
The one bare knuckle kind of like looks over to the woman. Got an estimate on the damages? She's kind of like frazzled, putting her hair back up, like looks around. About 6 gold? She's kind of like heavy breathing. The little goblin guy looks up at you. 8 gold.
I will hand him 8 gold.
Counts it, makes sure it's all real, and then steps aside for you to leave.
Halvard picks up the pig. All right, I'm gonna take it back back in the pen.
Yeah, just make sure it doesn't get out this time.
Oh no, it won't. Well, mostly because it can't, but it won't. And he just starts walking off. Should have broken his knees like I thought in the first place.
So,
And then it uses its boorish resilience. It has 1 HP.
it was a half orc pig all along.
Knew it was blue for a reason.
It hears you say that and goes, "Nani?" So you start walking back through the town as many a disgruntled goblin is looking at you and this pig. Malcolm, you see the little goblin man go over to the woman and give her all 8 of the gold. And they talk a little bit. Fez, you hear them say, basically, for the emotional trauma as well. And she's just like, bless you.
Yeah, I can see this.
And also, if you're free Saturday night, I'm married. Right. So that's not a no.
I'm into parties.
In the words of my old chief, I've never seen a ring block a hole.
Well,
Just because there's a
You know what, I could
goalkeeper doesn't
actually-
mean you can't score.
Right.
you know what? That is entirely accurate. In fact, the ring sometimes enhances the experience.
Especially if it vibrates. All right.
Oh, son of a bitch, I just thought about something.
Oh no.
I had a bag of ball bearings. I might have been able to make that pig slip. Heat of the moment.
It was the heat. All right. Anyway, so eventually, Nyx and Tamerlane, as you guys are, first off, for drinks and for food and all that at the little restaurant that you guys were eating at, for your group, it would have been 3 gold.
All right. I got this one. Taking us out every so often, doing a good job, that kind of stuff.
You know how much that pig has cost me today?
It's dead now.
How much?
You know-
I want to hear total.
Almost
Tamerlane,
18
I have
gold.
always
Oh my god.
Is that
All within
including
a
the
half an
price it took
hour.
to buy it?
Yeah. It cost 7 to buy it? 9.
It was
No.
9 gold, 6 silver.
Yeah. So more. I have spent more on essentially killing it at this point than buying it.
At least
All
you
right,
get to use those vegetables or something else.
I have spent more on Halvard killing it than the lemony snickets known as Halvard.
No shit.
So, Nyx and Tamerlane, as you guys are sitting there talking, walking in the general direction of that everyone had left, you now see Halvard carrying a bloodied, dead pig back in the opposite direction.
Oh, hey guys, I'm going back. See you later.
Don't worry, he's not going to let it escape this time.
I told you we should have put a leash on him.
on the pig or Halvard.
Yes.
Which do you mean? Yes, on Halvard. Anyway, well, lunch is paid for. Shall we head on back?
Is there a bar in the restaurant that's nearby?
There's liquor.
I will get something to get me drunk so that I don't murder Halvard.
Hey, don't worry, that's a lot cheaper than the pig.
Actually, no. Just as you're about to, it's just like Mithranix will hold out a hand. No, I'll take care of it.
For an entire flask of hard liquor, it's 4 silver.
Oh my god.
Mithranix will in rare form of kindness buy you 2.
Thank you.
You look like you need it.
I will drink one of those in a solid, just swig, shotgunning beers like you're 19 and just learned how to drink.
Or you recently learned you have now the the legal permission to drink.
No. When you're 19 and you think you're cool because you learned how to shotgun. Sorry, that's what I meant.
Oh, okay. Continue.
So. And then we can continue to walk back to the pen where the pig is now residing.
Oh,
That pig is gonna be buried.
Where it is located.
So it's now noon.
I'm putting it in the shade, by the way.
Oh, good, because we didn't want it to get a sunburn.
It's the dry season too, right?
I believe it's
It's
the
the warming
cooling.
season.
Is it the warming
Oh.
or cooling?
I thought it was the
Different
warming
game.
season. But
I thought so too, because the tide's coming in Akatku.
Yes, it's the warming.
so
Yeah.
it's pretty hot.
Think of it like May.
So
Okay.
it's muggy.
May in Louisiana.
So it's wet.
Jesus.
Gross. That pig is going to be. Well, if they weren't able to smell it before,
Moist.
And bloodied.
Yeah. Which means flies. Fuck.
Yeah.
so
By the time Halvard gets the pig actually to the corral, the mosquito count that he has across his body of bites isn't numerous.
roll for malaria.
Gross.
No, these mosquitoes, they carry syphilis.
Oh, wow. And I don't even have protection from disease or anything like that. Tears.
We already cured, or I'm sorry, Nick's already cured one of those, remember? On you.
Mm-hmm.
So, I am really sorry I came up with this plan now.
No, it was a great
Well-
plan.
I want
Also,
to cast
don't-
flaming sphere so I can get rid of the mosquitoes. Just like wave it through the air.
You're gonna cook the pig too now?
No, just the mosquitoes.
I
I
was
would
just
say that if you all wanted to kill the pig anyway, I would have done that for free.
The goal was to have a live pig.
yeah. The goal
Oh,
was
so
to
that
have a
was the
live
goal.
pig.
Yeah, yeah. And then we. Good
I mean,
old
yeah.
expert. That's on us.
Yeah, it is our fault for leaving him alone with it.
I start mumbling and gobbling. Why did I bring them to you, Reft?
If you weren't known in this town yet, Fez, you are now.
You're welcome. I'm
So
getting our
what's
name
the
out, you know?
plan now?
So glad I'm wearing a cloak.
So, what do you guys want to do for the next 7 to 8 hours?
I'm waiting by the pig.
I'm probably gonna get so drunk that I'm gonna have disadvantage on rolls.
Make a con save.
I like that. Con save. I'm not good at these. Son of a bitch.
For now.
The one time you want the liquor to take over. It's the pain in your monetary pocket that keeps you sober.
I just gotta drink more.
We have two of them.
That's
I
after
have
drinking
one of
two of
them.
them. Luckily, Malcolm drinks enough that one wouldn't get him drunk, but the second one.
One is pre-gaming, that's all that is.
One is loosening up the taste buds.
You have to have, a quarter of a bottle of whiskey before you go out drinking with your friends. That way you can have beers and stay on their level.
And that way you don't taste the beer.
Yeah.
While everybody heads back to the farm, I'm gonna head over to Liafia's office.
I'm gonna go with Tamberley, because I don't want to go back to the farm.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow Timberlake just because I want to get away from Howard.
Ouch.
So, Nix, are you going with them as well?
Mitronix, he doesn't want to be guilty by association, but also leaving Halvard alone is obviously a mistake.
We want to leave him alone with the dead pig? I mean, nope,
You
I'm
might
not gonna
lose
say
it.
it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
Don't worry, you thought it, and that's enough to give you the curse.
Yeah, I know. I know. I am gonna say it. It's not like he could fuck it up any worse.
All right, here is the compromise. Mithrinix is going to hang out about 100 feet away at any given moment from Halvard.
Can Halvard see Madronix?
If I does before since we're peeling off in two different directions, do I see Madrynix is going towards where Halbert is?
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk over to Madrynix. Nix, will you do me a favor?
Hmm.
And I'm gonna hand him all of the vegetables that I bought for the pig, and I'm gonna say, give these to Halvard so that he doesn't lose the pig.
Mithrinix has a confused look on his face.
Just gonna walk
I,
away.
I will, I guess. Stares at him, stares down at the vegetables in his hands, turns his head to Halvard 100 feet away.
Halvard's doing his best to keep the blood inside the pig.
How are you doing that?
Please
I
tell
have
us.
no idea.
I imagine he's just got his hand cupped and he just keeps splashing it back on the pig.
It's just a little dirty.
He's like, no, we need you to stay inside just a bit longer.
It's just a little bloody. It's still good. It's still good.
Okay. So the three of you, as you all travel towards Cleofia's office in the town itself, I believe you got somewhat of directions to it, so it's not that difficult to get to.
We've been there before.
Okay.
Fez and I have.
Yeah, there is a smaller goblin male, probably late teens, is there. Can I help you?
Yeah, I would like to leave a message for Gliafia, if you wouldn't mind.
Hey, kind of shuffles, grabs a dingy-looking piece of paper and a very used quill and ink, slides it over.
Thank you, and I will leave a note saying, from a concerned party, we heard that you were losing boats, and we happened to hear of a hydra that lives in the lake. Just in case you were curious, just be careful, blah blah blah, that stuff. Um, and just leave it with the attendant.
Okay. Is that all?
That's it. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
He kind of nods and turns around, and you see a basket with like decently full of papers, and he tosses it on top.
All right. Yeah, that's gonna help a lot. Do you know when she'll be back?
No, not really. It depends on the day. Depends on the catch.
All right. But does she usually come to this office after she is done fishing? Or
Like I said, it depends on the day. Depends on the catch. Some days it's that night. Some days it's the next day. Some days it's 2 days later.
Oh, okay. Oh, well then. All right. Thank you so much for your help.
Yeah.
And I walk out.
Now it's 12:15.
As Tamerlane walks around, you just see the Fez. You hear in Goblin. The Goblin just go, "Damn." You see him just staring at Tamerlane's ass.
Or raise an eyebrow.
He looks at you and goes, "Good catch."
Raise my eyebrows, like, and then leave.
So now it's 12:30.
Well, any thoughts?
Nothing good.
Yeah, try not to think on it too much. All right,
Halvard
well,
is going to take a short rest if that's allowed.
I have a question, DM.
Yeah.
On average, normally, not in the situation that we're in, how much does a donkey cost?
Well, it's really more dependent on where you're at.
Rough guesstimate. We'll call it the median.
As in, like, a place where it's readily available.
Yeah.
Usually somewhere in the realm of 15 gold.
I could have bought a fucking donkey.
yeah, you could. I mean, to be fair, they're kind of scarce around here, so maybe a little bit more, but yeah, you could have.
But Halvard probably would have killed it.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I don't know how he would do it, but he just seems to be really good at doing that kind of
Oh,
shit.
you want to know how he'd do it? He'd hit it in the head with an attack form of magic and a stick as hard as he can so that blood shoots out of its ears.
I feel like you're projecting.
No. I'm recounting.
Oh,
I have an idea. Let's immobilize the pig with thunder.
Oh no, Halvard was totally aiming to kill it.
I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. I don't know this.
Um, as far as Howard, you wanted to take a short rest.
Yeah. I
That's
want
doable.
to. All right, good. I
As you're
wanted
sitting
some
next
health.
to the pig, cupping
Yeah.
its blood back onto itself.
You know, during this hour, again from about 100 feet away, because not wanting to be associated.
Hmm.
But I don't know. Even 100 feet away, like, does he even realize that Halvard is trying to put the blood back into the pig?
You see a movement, but you're too far away to hear anything or make out like good detail. So you're not sure what he's doing, but he's doing some sort of repetitive motion.
I understand that soldiers get lonely, but I didn't think that Halvard was desperate.
I've got a new plan. I don't think Halvard's gonna like it, but I've got a new plan.
And you know what? Just like in Madronix's way of killing the time is because I think he's still well within within range of Onyx. Just having a conversation, recounting
Everything
everything that has happened within just a few hours.
About halfway through Halvard, your short rest, there is one point where it seems like all of the last bits of the final electrical messages of the pig's brain seem to all give out, and you are then greeted and covered and soiled with a large amount of blue liquid crap.
Oh,
Since you killed it very abruptly, it shocked its system for a while. But now that you've just been sitting next to it, your pants are tie-dyed.
pig shit smells
Huh.
terrible.
This is utterly disgusting. And he just sort of
Question:
tries cleaning it up.
Did Halvard ever replace his pants?
oh my God, he's been
I
running
feel like
around
he
with.
would have, but I
I
just was not
I think
here.
you did as soon as you got back into town.
Yeah.
I at least hope he did.
I like to imagine just walking around without pants on.
Just assless chaps.
But yeah, as soon as that happens, Halvard's just gonna sigh and attempt to clean it. with like magic and other things if able to.
You have prestidigitation?
Yep.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, good.
Magic dry cleaning.
However, it does start to glow, and for the next hour, you are affected effectively by the fairy fire spell.
Called the pig shit spell. All
Well,
right.
we will make our way back to Snaglak's farm,
Yep.
I guess.
Easy enough to do. As you come back, Madronix is silently recounting the story to Onyx. And
Any changes?
Well, for whatever reason, just like he's like holding on a conversation. Hold on, just a moment. Turning to Tamberlay. Well, from here, I can't really see precisely what's going on, but he appears to be doing some sort of repetitive motion with the pig's body. I didn't think he was that lonely, but
I was wrong. I said he couldn't make it worse.
Oh, all right. I will make my way over to the corral. Um, Halvard, honey, are you doing all right in there?
Oh, hey, Timberlake. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep the blood inside. I think I got it, though.
Yeah, hey, it kind of smells out here. Are you all right?
Oh, no, it shit itself. Whoa. Well, it just shit in general.
Okay, okay. I'm just gonna, we're just gonna wait out here, cause
I,
it's
I'm gonna stay here and watch the pig.
okay, okay. Yeah, you just make sure it doesn't go anywhere.
I know it won't, but, like, I gotta make sure the blood stays inside. I don't know if it's gonna start leaking again.
Okay, okay, yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. You do that. We'll just be out here if you need us. Just holler.
Will do, thanks.
I,
You guys, I have a new plan.
oh,
Yeah.
Are we out of earshot of Halberd?
yeah,
yard.
You guys, I have a new plan.
Yeah.
So we needed a pig.
Right.
We wanted it to be alive.
That was the plan.
And Halvard screwed that up. I say, since Halvard has been trying to keep the blood inside of the pig, I think I heard him saying.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm assuming he probably has pig blood on him.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
actually, he's
Maybe.
relatively clean.
We don't know that.
Tamberlay does.
So,
Oh, Tamberlay does.
I mean, apparently the pig shit all over the place, so he kind of cleaned himself up, but he is still trying to keep that blood in there.
what if we cut the pig open, make him wear the pig like it's a suit, and then he can go out there and be the big thing that the Banderhobbs are attracted to? I'd say that's worth 20 gold.
I mean, just the side of it would be worth 20 gold, yes. Um, honestly, in the back of my mind, I feel really bad for Snaglak. Just because we are fucking up his stables and shit, and
Nothing happened to the stables.
they're covered in pig shit.
They're probably covered in donkey shit too, to be fair.
Right, but they're covered in blue pig shit.
Well,
I mean, it's up to you. My plan didn't work, apparently, so,
no, your plan was going great until Halvard got involved.
right. So if you want to try something different, go for it.
Nix, as the designated leader of the group, what do you think?
hmm. Well, we haven't really determined if the Banderhobb prefers live or dead prey. The skin suit might work.
Yeah? See, best of both worlds.
So what do you think? My thoughts exactly.
I mean, I can still use the spell to summon pigs, and we do have the smell of pigs here now.
Fine, I guess we can do it the way that doesn't get him killed.
No, I just don't trust it'll actually get him killed.
Somehow he'd manage to fuck that up too.
I've seen cockroaches that are
Oh,
silent.
yeah. I'm not thinking of like an old Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridged episode where it's just like, it's that scene where Kaiba's about to like, commit suicide if Yugi wins. It's like, no, Yugi, you can't take that risk. He might survive. She's right.
I mean, yeah, we could actually, well, yeah, we could smear the blood all over the pigs or something like that, to make them smell extra piggy.
Or we could put the corpse out there with the spectral pigs.
Are they spectral?
Whatever they are.
I don't know. I'm asking. I haven't seen this spell before.
They're religious pigs.
Oh,
Hollowed.
Sorry, they're not religious. They're spiritual.
Look at my crystals. It's a full moon tonight. I need to leave them in the window to charge.
When they turn yellow, that's when I know they're working because they have synchronized with my aura.
You guys laugh, but I dated a girl like that.
the JO crystals?
We will go on a tangent later.
Having like
Anyway.
non-flashbacks over here. Fucking doTERRA multi-level marketing scheme.
So is that the plan then? Summon pigs, make them smell like pigs, leave
And
'em out
Halvard
there,
wears a pig suit.
or just Halvard wears a pig suit. I mean, save
we
the
could do
spell.
both. We don't have to just choose one. He could go out there and it'd be great. He could wear the pig suit. He could make pig noises. He could hang out the spiritual pigs. And if a Banderhob comes, he could get a surprise round on him and be like, "Well, I'm not a pig," and he might scare it away. Or at least that's what I'll tell him.
That night when we're not supposed to fight him. Okay.
Well, he seems down to though.
Right. Sure. Yeah. New plan.
Halvard, all you see from a distance as you're cupping the blood back into the eye and ear sockets of this creature is Nyx, Fez, Tamberley, and Malcolm all huddled around each other, and then every now and then one of them just looks in your direction, and then they go back to whispered talk, and then another one looking in your direction, and then back to talking.
There's very little like of me like casually looking. I'm directly like
It's full on stairs.
It is knife handing in his direction. You might every once in a while hear a him or a Halvard.
And then like he keeps gesturing to his full body when he talks about wearing the suit.
Think of like when Italian people tell stories.
Yeah. An Italian elder telling a story.
I wonder who they're talking about.
I hope they're not mad about the whole killing the boar thing.
As you're talking to the dead boar.
I had to put. I hope you're not disgruntled about that or anything. Like, it was going to happen anyway. Just saying.
If you could
I
see
mean, you
into
didn't
the
know that,
ethereal
but...
realm right now, that pig flipping you off.
Halvard, bringer of the apocalypse.
Well,
So
do
then
you
how
want
are
to
we
tell
going
him?
to approach him with this plan? Actually, no. I'll take this. I'll take this step as Medrinix just like starts standing up and starts walking over toward him.
Well, looks like you're
right
talking. Right,
So we've come up with a new plan.
Oh,
Halvard, how do you feel about wearing a
what's
pig
up?
suit?
I'm sorry?
You're going to wear this. you're going to wear the skin of the pig around you as though it were a suit.
Right. Not that I'm against the plan. I'm just going to ask, why not just leave it out
Because
instead of...
what if it wants something that's alive?
I'm pretty sure if it hunts by smell, then it's going to smell dead.
But you're bigger than a pig, so it's going to see a large thing that smells like something it might want to eat.
That's
And
dead.
Look at it this way, you probably would smell and or taste better than any of the other inhabitants of this town.
Aw, thanks, Nix. I bet you smell and taste better than most of the inhabitants of this town too.
I'm going to lean towards Fez and be like, are you going to let him say that shit about you guys?
I'm trying to figure out if I should be mad or not.
I mean, above table, like, as someone who has played a goblin, I play them as disgusting as possible.
I mean, we're a bit more civilized than common goblins, I believe.
It's about getting as mad as you can from such verbiage being told from a child.
I mean, I'm trying to be mad, but at the same time, knowing this group,
I feel like the person you should be mad at is Malcolm, because I basically just did a, like, you people thing.
Yeah.
Malcolm's an ass and stupid. So he's a stupid ass.
Yeah.
I mean,
You are
I'm
what you
trying
are.
to remember, is he more dangerous than Halvard? Because they're kind of equaling out right now.
Wow.
Did you say am I more
But
dangerous?
You're dangerous on purpose. He's dangerous because he's him.
Oh, you hear that? You're good at something, bud.
oh, and thank you.
So then we are in agreement. You will be wearing the pig suit.
I mean, sure, if you think it's good.
You'll have
Gotta
to
follow
crawl
what the
around
leader
on all
says,
fours.
right? Right. So I just spent a lot of time, like keeping the blood inside. Do you want me to like cut it open now and like get it ready, or do you want me to like just wait until it's like actually time before doing all that?
Yeah, probably that one.
Just wait. Yeah. No, because it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's not going to be dark for a really long time.
And also, Halvard, on the bright
Mhm.
side, there is
Yeah.
another part to this plan.
Ooh, what is that?
While you're wearing the pig,
Uh-huh.
we're gonna summon other
I
pigs.
can let it eat me and then use a fireball inside of it.
Yes, that sounds like a great plan.
But you want to wait until daytime before you cast that fireball.
Mm-hmm.
Remember?
I'm not
No
sure
night
how
fight.
long I'll last inside a Vanderhop's stomach.
You're a pretty hardy guy. I think you know what. You're one of the toughest people I know.
Oh, thank you.
I feel like a deception is needed here.
Unfortunately, no.
Well, he is very resilient. I'll give him that.
Yes, we'll call it resilient.
I don't think I have met anyone quite as thick as you are.
Thank
Frankly,
you.
I feel insulted. I work very hard to keep this form.
Nix, I'll talk to you later.
But I'll think about. I'll just do what's best at the moment.
Don't forget to make the pig noises.
Right.
I'm not
I mean,
good
you
at
can practice.
intimidating animals. How would a normal pig sound? Like a delicious pig.
Oink oink.
Oink, 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 oink.
Wheel. Grunts.
I'm surprised you didn't get a hefty sampling from this morning's events.
Well, that was a panicked and distraught pig.
Well, that might be the noise that you want to go for, because it was probably sounding like it was in pain, which usually makes it an easy target.
Mm,
How's your blood-curdling scream?
uh, I'm not going to answer that question.
Do you have one that you use often? Is that why?
Yeah, it's called Wilhelm.
I will work on the proper noises and watch the pig's body while I do so. So
I
get
will leave you to
inspiration.
it.
Oh, and just as a warning, all that blood that you scooped back into the pig,
Hmm.
when you go to put the pig on later, it might be a little bit thicker and chunky.
Yeah, I did see some parts that were drying up a bit, and that's what I was hoping for.
Okay. Now we wait.
I'm just gonna back away slowly. I can't. I just can't.
All right.
And sometime in this point, I'm going to walk off to the side with Nix, and I'll explain to him what sarcasm is. And I will come up with a gesture so that he knows when I'm being sarcastic about something.
Well, they're all kind of spread out. I'm like, Timberlake, why are we
Yeah.
here?
Sometimes I ask myself the same question. I mean, we are here to make money, but man,
I mean, I've been making money for a while now. I mean, there are better ways.
So
Why are we
this
here?
Sarc-
Just to
so
suffer?
this
Pretty much, that's what's going through his mind right now. I have made
so
less
this
money with a scoop than I have made by myself.
so this sarcasm thing is like a lie, but everybody knows it's a lie.
Yes,
So
except
it's
for the
not
person who
really
you're lying to.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
It's a very open lie, and most people know that you're lying.
And I wanna almost imagine that the gesture is the Italian like pinch.
Hmm. I will have to keep an eye out for that in the future.
So when I'm saying that he's thick, I don't mean like, he's strong and jacked and built. He's dumb, and that's coming from me.
That does seem to be becoming increasingly the case the more we travel with him.
But there's something you gotta like about him. I'm not sure what it is, but there's something that's there.
I appreciate the fact that he is a welcome distraction and bait that we can easily take advantage of, and remarkably does not die.
See, we would call that being a team player. That way it doesn't sound like you're saying something bad about him. It
is
sounds
that more
positive.
sarcasm?
You'd say, Halvard, I love how much you bring to the table and how you're willing to do anything for the team, and you're such a team player, and you're a go-getter.
Italian pinch.
I wonder if the other guardsmen knew about this.
Who knows?
And so the next few hours are spent teaching sarcasm to Nix.
I feel like he's going to have a bit of a grasp on it. It's like when you teach your little kid sarcasm for the first time and they start using it.
Yeah, it's more of Madronix then starts going over past conversations, going like, "So, was that sarcasm?" And then like repeats the entirety of the full conversation back and forth, and like you're trying to like stop and be like, "Yeah, no, yeah," until you have to wait for Madronix to finish it, and then he ends with, "So was that sarcasm?" And then you're just like, "Yes."
Or sometimes I'm just like, no, of course not. That wasn't. Definitely not.
I'll make you a sign.
Oh, I do think I noticed that the tone was different.
See, you're picking up on it already.
Ah, I see now.
And before Madronix knows it, and painstakingly Malcolm sees as every inch of the sun sets further and further.
I'm watching the grass grow, the
Yeah.
shadows get longer.
Yep. Eventually,
I was doing a long, short rest.
yeah. For those who wanted to,
Just one long and short rest.
Yeah, I was taking a nap.
I didn't get hurt that whole time.
That's a first.
Yeah, I know. That's one of the only encounters I haven't gone down in.
All it took was for us to fight a pig.
so eventually, sun starts to set. If you guys want to start putting your plan in motion.
Yep. Halvard's going to start hollowing out the pig so he has room to wear the skin.
Yep. And I gave you guys the map so you can strategize.
Only a sentence you'll hear in D&D, hopefully.
Unfortunately, don't think so.
I just want us to stop and appreciate how, like, we came up with a practical plan, but wound up settling for the meme plan.
Yep. As is D&D.
All right. Halvard is going to be right here.
On the outside?
What are you
Well,
doing?
yeah, we need them to come in, right?
He has to be in the pen.
No,
With the
all
other
right.
pig. So being in the middle might be a good idea, just because then it will have to come in.
Well, shit.
What?
I meant to do something while we were in town, but then I wound up chasing a pig and spending 8 gold.
By the way, Halvard's going to be munching on the vegetables that you got.
Good. Getting in character. I was gonna see how much a like a hand crossbow or a crossbow would cost.
Alright, so
Where'd you
I'm
find
gonna
these
be-
carrots? They're surprisingly good.
I'm gonna ignore that.
Hand crossbows are decently expensive.
Oh well, fuck.
A light crossbow is
There we go.
closer in your range, and that's about 30 gold.
Nope. I had enough until I had to pay for the pig. Twice. Extra. Alright, never mind.
Moving on.
What do you need a crossbow for?
For shooting things so I'm not super close.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I have one that you could use, but then I won't be very good at a
Yeah.
distance.
Yeah. So I can throw a dagger at it.
I mean, I have javelins as well.
I also have a flying sword.
You do.
Alternative, because I actually do not remember the price of this item. How much is a short bow?
Short bow is, I think, close to like 50.
I know long bows are like on the 50 range, but I don't remember short bows.
The short bows are roughly the same price, 30,
Yeah.
30 gold.
Well, after we kill a couple of Vanderhubs and I take my tax out of Halvard's cut,
Actually, exactly how short are you?
exactly
talking?
8 gold.
That's just for the thing too, not the arrows and the quiver.
Yeah. We'll work on that later. It's fine.
No, no, it's like, you know, thinking about our previous combats, you might need something ranged here, and offers, I think it's like, will it be what, 11 gold for a short bow and a quiver and arrows?
To cover his 8 plus for quiver and arrows, yeah.
Yeah.
So you want me to take 11 gold from you?
Yeah.
And I'll take 22 from me.
Okay. With that, you can get a quiver, 20 arrows, and a short bow.
Awesome. I have 6 silver.
Bad boy.
Well, you can afford some booze.
Yep. All right. Short bow. Quiver. And
Yeah, because like Midranix would have noticed their combat's enough to, it's like, you do have a problem with range. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do too, but I just kind of jump when I can.
All right. So, short bow attained. Any other preparations?
Should we all try to like not be out in the open when these Bander hubs show up?
Oh, that's right. That's right. We are tracking them. We are not fighting them. So we can hide in
That's
the
fine
stable.
by the tree.
Oh no, they're gonna come
Oh.
out of the woods. I don't want to be in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, this is the road to the farm, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
to the town.
So, assuming by that logic, and this is the forest, yes?
Yes.
So yeah, I want to be on this side then.
Are these like hay bales?
Those are like trees and bushes.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna hide in this tree.
Sounds good. Are you climbing up in it or just underneath it?
I'm not gonna climb up in it, because that way if I need to get to Halvard quicker, I don't have to worry about breaking my ankle on the way down.
How's that? Tamala, you're in the stable?
Yeah.
Okay. And I've
So
got Nyx over
maybe
near
I'll-
Fez, hiding in
Maybe
the
I'll
trees.
hide near this wagon, it looks like.
Yeah. It's a cart, but same diff. Okay. Just before sunset, Snagalak kind of sees you guys doing your thing and prepping and everything, and wishes you all luck as he goes in to go to bed for the night.
Could
Does
I
he happen
eat
to
the meat of the
respond
pork
to
if we're not
Halvard's
going to use it?
condition?
Nope, he has learned to not even fucking really care about what you guys are doing.
Did you just ask if you could eat some of the pork?
I mean, yeah, if I'm like carving it out so I could weigh it, doesn't that mean like
Yeah,
I should eat some of the meat?
you can
You-
eat it if you want.
Yeah, sure.
You're gonna eat raw pork.
He ate
No,
a
I'm
live
gonna cook it,
catfish.
obviously. Well, that too, yeah.
Okay. So when are you gonna cook the pork?
um, fair point. I'll just like roast it over a torch or something. Just like take a dagger, cut a piece of it off, roast it over the torch, and then just munch on it.
Salmonella, got it.
That's not what I was thinking, but cool. We'll go with that one. That's a much better thing. At least salmonella will just make you shit your pants.
All right. So, sun officially sets. Who are we summoning the other pigs right away?
No, I'm gonna wait.
Okay. How long are you waiting?
I'll wait
Between
3 hours.
between sunset and sunrise, you're looking at right around the 10-hour mark.
Alright, so sunset's like what, 6 o'clock?
It's 8 p.m.
8 p.m.?
Yeah.
Then I'll summon at about 11.
Okay. So, time ticks on.
Hmm.
Go ahead and give me a performance check, Halvard.
All right. Natural one.
So Halvard, in his pig suit, standing on 2 legs still, starts to go, moo!
I go, hello, my fellow pigs. I am Swalvard, the mix between halberd and swine. How do you do?
And since the other pigs don't get spawned until 11, that happens at 11 p.m. He says that.
I like to imagine the pigs just give him a look of disdain. What the fuck's wrong with this guy?
He gives a thumbs up over to where Tamberlay is.
But he's giving away your position.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fez, just for fun to hear, just like Fez right next to you, you can't help but maybe smell a little bit of like an acrid scent, and if you happen to look over, there just seems to be like blood dripping out from one of the nostrils in Nyx's nose.
I just imagine that Halberd turns to everyone. He's like, "Doing pretty good, right, guys?"
What we're doing?
No Banderhogs yet.
You hear a small sigh. This is towards Medranix.
As a
You
bow,
just hear a small sigh from behind you.
as a bowstring starts to draw tight, I'm like, "I got him. I could get him from here."
I have sneak attack. I'm pretty sure I can knock him out in a few rounds.
So you guys can either let him stand around doing his thing, or someone correct him.
Yeah, I will. I will whisper. Remember what you practiced this afternoon? Do more of that and less of the mooing.
Oh, right. All right.
Deception check.
Deception check. All right, here we go.
I could just literally hear him be like, "Oink, oink, oink."
Squeal.
There it is.
I just imagine him just doing like what the farmer would do, being
Or
like,
not.
"Stewie."
So
Alright.
with that nudge of information, he gets down on all fours, roughly the same size as the rest of the created swine, and starts to mimic the sounds of the other swine as well as what he heard from earlier in the day. So time ticks on. It's one casting of your spell Fez, 2 castings of it, 3 castings of it. Tamberlay, what's your passive perception?
And
Okay, Halvard, what's your passive perception?
10.
Okay. So, at some point, Halvard, you don't realize it until it gets within that 10-foot radius of your blind sight,
Mm-hmm.
that you notice it's some small creature has made its way between the swine. None of the pigs are hurt or even startled. And just moseying around, you see this. You feel this small creature. You don't see it, kind of move between the pigs, and then it gets to you,
Mm-hmm.
and you feel some movement and some tugging, like around your stomach, but no pain, no nothing. Doesn't seem to realize that you're fake, whatever this is. And then it moves away out of your 10-foot radius, so you can't see anything. You can't feel anything. Still can't see anything. Then you feel it kind of come back and pass by you. Then it comes back to you. And you feel a little bit more tugging, on this time on your back. And all of a sudden you start floating.
Oh.
You guys all start to notice as one by one the pigs start floating up into the air.
are they heading into a specific direction?
And fly.
Straight up.
Straight up. Like levitate fly or like fly?
Once they get above, into your view, Fez, because you don't have like a straight shot view at them, once they rise up about a good 35, 40 feet, you can see that there is what looks to be very large balloons connected to their backs. They're very hard to see because they basically blend in with the night sky behind. But luckily, with your dark vision and your perception, you can see it. Unfortunately, Tamberlay and Halvard and Malcolm all don't have dark vision.
It's like, how did he miss this?
So, one by one, the pigs plus Halvard are all flying up into the sky.
Are you watching this?
Panicked oink noises.
Oink,
I-
oink, 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 oink.
What?
Oink.
What is happening?
I kind of point to the sky.
And Madronic, you start. Once he points it out with your dark vision, you see it now.
So he repeats the question. What is happening? This doesn't make sense.
And
They're being
Tamberlay,
kidnapped
you're
by
kind of
balloons.
Tamberlay, since you haven't really heard anything and there's no distress noises, it's only until you hear the oinking, like further away than normal, that you kind of like peek out of your spot, and there's no pigs anymore.
Yeah, consider,
Like,
hey, DM.
Yeah.
Considering they're a solid 45 feet away from me, I don't have dark vision. It is definitely nighttime. Do I see fucking anything?
Nope. You just hear
That's awesome.
oinks, and it's roughly
Yeah.
in the same distance.
That's totally normal then. I'm still waiting for Vanderhubs.
Yep.
Alright, so while they're flying up, are they flying in a direction or are they just flying
Just
up?
straight up. One of the pigs, the one that was closest to the fence, the back fence, was the first one to start raising up. So it's about 20 feet higher than the rest. Fez, as you and Nick are kind of just dumbfoundedly staring up at this, you just see a decently large creature fly through the sky and grab the first pig and just fly off into the darkness.
Can I tell the
Shit.
direction the creature went to?
Looking at the map, it went from east to west.
Could I tell what the creature was? Was it humanoid-esque or was it
It was larger than humanoid.
wings, bird,
Yep, it looked winged.
feather, or leathery?
Couldn't tell. It kind of came out of nowhere.
So that's of the 9 pigs in the air, 1 is gone.
Yep. And you feel your
Okay.
spell, it disappears.
Up goes the spell. Right. Adrenix, did you see that?
6 seconds later, it comes back, going west to east, taking another pig.
You had to see this, right? You're seeing this, right?
Oh,
I'm-
bitch, where are these
I'm
Vanderhubs?
seeing it, but I'm refusing to believe it.
Should we tell the others?
Do
do
they
you think
not
they
know?
know?
I mean, it's right there.
Yeah, but they're blind.
We did not think of this.
We live up to our name.
Um,
It's a sad situation right now.
I want to point out earlier, I mentioned the fact that we are blind as fuck when it's dark. And we talked about putting torches out. But that was before Halvard killed the pig.
Mm-hmm. Is
Well-
there moonlight at all?
At least we know how they're getting the pigs. I mean, this is a pretty genius plan, but at least we know now that it's getting help from something. So maybe the heads? No, those are balloons. What the hell is going on?
Wait, if they're adding balloons, doesn't that mean someone is putting the balloons on them?
Yep.
And you hear the rustling of the wings as now everything's up about 65 feet. Another pig gone. Halvard, you're starting to see, hear, and feel this as it's getting a lot closer.
Okay. I'm gonna try to get a good read on it, see if I can get a few finer details on.
So you're trying to float your way over.
Yeah.
I feel like he's trying not to break character either.
Yeah, and I'm just just normal panicked pig here floating around in a very specific direction.
Okay.
Are there pigs panicking?
No, none of the other pigs are panicking.
He's like Daniel Day-Lewis of pigs.
It comes back. Another pig gone, and this creature got all up in your business as it basically bumps you while it's grabbing the other pig.
Do we have any discreet way of telling the other two what's happening, or do we just want to start shouting?
We're now 75 feet up in the air.
I think we need to start telling them what to do. You tell Tumbler, I'll tell Malcolm.
Right. And I guess that's what they're doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna come down and run over there to Malcolm.
Okay. Next pig is
Down.
gone.
Dash over here. Look in the air, look in the air, look in the air. And I point towards them.
Hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
It's
I
like
don't see
100 feet away
fucking-
from you now.
No, yeah, but Fez is pointing at something 25 feet away, and it's dark as shit.
There's no moonlight?
Nope, new moon.
That's why I asked him how dark it was.
It's dark.
It's terrible for you guys.
So you are
Wait.
literally pointing at something, and I'm trying to figure out where your voice is coming from.
Well, when Fez gets a little bit closer to the house, there's lanterns on the edge of the house, so
Oh, okay, okay.
you just see a little goblin child running up, just on the edge of the light, going, look in the
Pointing
air.
up in the air.
I look straight up.
Yep. It's a starry night.
I think we're kind of busy with something else, Fez. We're no time for stargazing.
Hey, wait. The moment they leave 60 feet, they pop.
Oh, the animals?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No. I think they stick around.
Yeah, I think they stick around. You need to be summoned within 60
Like
feet.
the casting range is 60 says 60 feet probably, but the creatures stick around until
Yeah, I'm
it's
pretty sure you
dispelled.
can have them even like go in opposite
Okay,
directions and shit
sure.
too. All right, and then Nix, you run over to Tamberlay.
Yeah, he's going over to Tamberlay, and like, hey,
What's wrong?
are you not seeing that?
I
Points up
can't
in
see
the
a
sky.
damn thing.
Why isn't there any lights here? There's a huge
But-
creature
And balloons.
eating the pigs in the sky on balloons.
Alfred's going
It's
to
not
realize that, oh wait, the pigs aren't panicking. Maybe he should blend in with the pigs a bit more and stop like panicking.
Should I get on one?
The closest pig to the floor is like 50 feet.
I
Oh,
like
they're
how
all floating. Okay.
I like how Nix came over and like explained it to you, and Fez is just like, look up.
All right. So now, coming back this time from east to west, Halvard, you get grasped in the clutches of a large winged creature.
Hi, Albert.
Oh,
Clearly, Halvard's gonna be fine. He'd be screaming if he was in any trouble. He wouldn't be pretending to be a calm pig.
So, can I tell which direction the halberd sacrifice just went?
It's going westward.
Got it. I start running
So,
after him.
I got to close all the tabs of the creatures that I thought you guys were going to fight tonight.
Well, that is not our fault.
That would have been nice. I look over. Should we start chasing them now?
well, however, thought the plan was, oh, don't do anything to them because we're gonna like follow them at their nests. So, because fighting them at night is a bad idea.
Now that I'm done looking up in the air, I'm looking back over to where Fez was, and I'm not sure if I can't see him because he's not there, or if I can't see him because it's fucking dark.
Also, just for clarity, Tamberlane was hiding in the stable, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so and that's mostly where all the pigs were, right?
We were outside.
They were in the pasture. You guys were in the
Mhm.
barn.
Medonix is at least going to try, because like those balloons had to have come from somewhere. So he's gonna start seeing if there was like any evidence of anybody else.
I was
Okay.
gonna be like, wait, how are they gonna track me?
1 second.
Maybe.
Halvard,
Mm-hmm.
31 hits, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
You're dead.
No, that's only 17 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Oh, okay. That hurt.
And you are grappled.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, Fez and Malcolm, during that interaction where you were talking and Halvard got abducted, you just hear as skin suit bits of pork suit fall and splatter across the ground and in the tree right next to you.
I'm gonna try and look to see where it's coming from.
It's dark up there.
I'm going to start playing dead so it doesn't feel the need to try to hurt me anymore.
Okay.
except with big beak.
Look towards Madronix. Shall we? I kind of gesture towards where they're being flown away.
Yeah, you know what? Mithranix is going to telepathically call on Onyx from the wherever stable they're keeping.
Probably wouldn't have
But
him
he is
too
going to
far
start
away.
running after too. Huh?
So you probably wouldn't have him too far away.
Yeah. He has learned his lesson from several combats ago.
Okay.
I'm
He
gonna
is not
turn into a wolf. Could Tamley ride on the back of a wolf? Since she's size small.
Yeah, but how much? How much stuff are you carrying, Taberlay?
I still kept everything under like
holding
under
bag.
55 pounds because it's in my bag of holding. So I'm only carrying 50 pounds worth of stuff.
Okay. What's wolf strength?
Wolf strength is 12.
Yeah, you should be fine. All
Right, I
right.
will hop on.
So Tamberlay hopping on to Fez, Wolf Fez. Madronix hopping on to Onyx. Malcolm.
I'm gonna run by Malcolm,
I'm still looking up in the sky like an idiot.
growling. Timberlake might want to say something.
Oh, great. Now there's something growling at me in the dark.
It's
Okay.
just us. Just follow us.
Not just
No,
yet.
no. If there's something growling at me in the fucking dark that wasn't supposed to be growling at me before, I'm gonna shoot in that direction.
Before you left Madronix, you said you wanted to look for some stuff, so go ahead and give me a perception check.
I would love to give a perception check.
Oh yeah, hold on.
Amberley can't see me. Why would she be shouting out to me for anything? She probably thinks I'm just as clued in as everybody else.
That's a 5.
The house, there's a couple of torches in there.
That's sad.
You're more focused on
I guess
getting on Onyx.
Yeah, I was too busy. I was too busy chasing large winged creature in sky.
Yeah. Okay, so you get on Onyx. There's the wolf change plus Taberlake gets on Fez. So all that's happening in the same turn. Malcolm, they're not at you yet. You're just staring up in the sky.
Nobody's clued me into anything else.
Okay.
Last I was told was look up.
All right. So from there, we're going to end tonight's session with us coming back rolling initiative right at the beginning of next session.
Mm-hmm.
So I will leave.
I think this plan worked wonderfully.
Of course.
I mean, we were totally ready for Vanderhops.
We were.
True.
And I still, and you know what? I still believe that there is a ghostly tabaxi in the sky smiling at this whole situation.
All right, and I will leave us on this page. So if you guys want to come back for any sort of possible strategizing, you can. But any questions?
Oh, I'm going to save us
No.
a bunch of time for the next time. We're just going to let Halvard go.
I mean, Halvard thinks everything is going as planned.
He'll be fine,
Oh.
guys.
Except that you're flying.
I just need to ask, like, what is Halvard's intelligence score again?
10. Actually, 12.
Hell yeah, 12.
I didn't want to hear that.
All right. Well,
To
you
be
get-
fair, he's like, you know what? Maybe they can fly. You know what? Maybe Banderhoffs are just like flying creatures, you know?
regardless, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out and message me, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If I don't talk to you all before then, everyone have a great week, and we'll get back to this absolute insaneness next Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And with
Alright.
any luck, I might actually be able to do typey, ready things.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Finger crossed.
Alrighty, guys, have a good night.
Have a
You
good
too.
one.
Have a good one.
Thank you all for those that stayed with us. Have a great night. Stay safe, and we'll see you next Sunday.